everybody. What's up? I have had a very not good day. So I apologize if I'm a little bummed out. I can't even speak clearly. Oh my god. Holy shit. Dude, man, I am annoyed. You're right. It's been bad. Well, not bad on the front of Fiendish. I mean, still mildly annoyed, but I have good news for Fiendish. But yeah, I've been dealing with house stuff. As you know, is basically half my channel now. Irene's adventure and owning a house, and all the people who are fucking her over on the journey. But yeah, so basically I had a bunch of things that were wrong with my house, and even though my home warranty policy was supposed to cover it, they're giving me shit. It's terrible. It's bad. I'm really pissed. But you're not here to hear about that. You're here to hear about Fiendish. So let me update you guys. Let me not bury the lead. But first of all, hello. Hi, Astro Zombie. Hi, Don't Go Solo. Hi. Hello, John. Hi, everybody. Alex here. What's up? Hello. Who else is here? Maromi. Hi. El Padrino. What's up? Hello. Hello. Think that's everybody? Yeah. Excuse me. So the update for Fiendish, the printing on Fiendish #1, is that, as most of you probably know, I handed out the print files in December, like mid-early December. And, well, that's when the print files were approved. I contacted this printer at the beginning of December, where it's been a week or so working on the print file, and then it was approved mid-December. I have been waiting on the book ever since. It's been about 3 months. It's been 3 months. And I don't know if it's a printer's fault, but then again, I don't know what their behind the scenes is. And well, I'm really not happy about the situation. What they've been telling me is that the paper shortage is so bad, they just don't have the paper that I need. And I looked into this, and it seems like some printers, like probably like bigger printers, are able to get paper, but anyone who's mid-size or smaller, specific types of paper, they're just having a hell of a time getting at, especially like text paper for offset printing. So if you go with digital printing, it's much faster, but because my print run is quite big, I'm printing over 1,000 books. I have to use offset printing. It's kind of cost prohibitive, also just really impractical to use digital printing for large print runs. So apparently the paper is different. I didn't know this. And so I found out like yesterday that some people who handed off their print files later than me got their books printed earlier, that they already got their books. But apparently it's because their project was digitally printed. They're only doing a print run of like probably 400 or 500. So that's it's, I've never realized that offset and digital printing uses different stock. But what do I know? I don't work in I have been printing books for a long time, but I don't work in an actual print shop. So maybe that's just something I didn't know. But so what happened a couple weeks ago was I told my printer that, okay, it's been 2.5 months and you keep on saying there's no paper. So just whatever, if you have paper within this range, I'll allow you to use it for my book, because originally I wanted 100-pound text and I preferred like matte or semi-gloss paper, and like that's how I wanted the book to look. That's the proofs that I got for Fiendish from the first printer, which I dropped because they couldn't do gloss, or they couldn't do spot gloss on the cover. Little did I know I'd run into even worse problems by going to a second printer. But I got those proofs, and I wanted like nice thick paper. I wanted paper that was thicker than regular comic paper. But So that's what I had them order, but apparently the paper's just not coming in. Apparently the printer has ordered like tons and tons of paper, and they have a lot of jobs backed up, and the paper just, they get like trucks of paper like every couple of weeks, and they never know what's actually going to show up. Like the supply chain just completely fucked up. And specifically text paper and like higher poundages are really hard to come by. I have the cover stock. The cover stock isn't text. The cover stock is card stock, which is different than text. It's paper poundage and paper categorization is weird. So the cover, it will still look exactly how I wanted it to look. It will be matte lamination, spot UV, and 110-pound cardstock. But the interiors, what happened today was the printer emailed me and said they have a 70-pound gloss text, and they have enough to print my book. So they asked me if I'm okay with going ahead, and I didn't want to, but at the same time, we've been waiting 3 months, and I don't like. There's only. I think we need a balance between, I want the book to look exactly how I'm thinking, and I need to get the book to people. And, I do want to say, first of all, most of my backers have been so understanding. You guys are great. I think I am more frustrated than probably 90% of the people who have backed my book and are waiting for it. But I am frustrated because I want this book to get to people. I did everything right. I finished the work I finished the grayscale work before the book even launched. So it's been a year since I finished the artwork on my end for the interiors, minus like the 4 extra pages, okay? And then we extended the production a couple months so Nick could color the book because it wasn't originally going to be in color. But we finished the work in November, and that's how long I've been fucking waiting to get this book. And I don't know if it's just my luck. Probably is, because my luck this past year has been shit. But you guys, my backers, make it all so much better because you guys have been saintly and understanding, and thank you. And you don't need to be, because because you're the customer, and I want to make you happy, and you totally have a right to be annoyed. But yeah, so that's the update. Pretty much. I said that we can go ahead and print with 70-pound text, and I made sure that I asked, 70-pound is at normal comic book paper. If you kind of can imagine like how that is. I wanted just like paper that was noticeably thicker, but 70-pound is what like a normal average Marvel comic is. So that's not bad. I just wanted, I wanted to be fancy. But I think that's okay. It's going to be gloss, but I don't think we can be too picky about that. It's not going to like damage the quality. It's not going to affect the colors or anything. I did test prints in gloss. Ideally I wanted it to be like matte lamination, but we can't be picky because apparently where there's a total supply chain breakdown and we can't have shit. And wow, I don't understand. How am I living in this country? I thought we could. This is why I pay so much fucking money to live here, right? I pay so much fucking money in taxes, pay so much money to live in America so I can demand good quality shit and not have supply chain problems. But apparently this is where we are. Whew, okay, calm down. Let me check the chat. What jobs? Hello, hi. Chris, hello, what's up? Blingo is here. Oh, thank you. I mean, some people are annoyed, but I think literally out of everyone, there's been like one person that's been annoyed. Yeah. Other than, sometimes I mail out the grayscale, but the grayscale books have already been printed. By the way, in case you didn't know, the grayscale books ship not immediately. Probably shouldn't have said immediately. I ship out a batch every week or two. So just because I've been so busy with like the day job has been really busy, and I've been dealing with a lot of house stuff. But every like couple of weeks, I'll order I'll like send out a batch of it. But yeah, so those are sending out, and people we've had some like tracking problems with some of the books, but nobody's been like annoyed. Like people have been really understanding. Shipping is another whole thing. I have one of my grayscale books has been sitting in, I think, in Dublin Customs in Ireland for just as long as I've been waiting for the color book, and I have no idea what's going on. This backer has apparently tried to contact their post office, and like nothing's happened. I haven't gotten the book back. It's still, I checked the USPS tracking, and it's sitting in Dublin Customs since December. What the hell? Ireland, fix your shit. Anyways. Taxation is theft. Oh my god. We need a Yelp for pinners. Dude, seriously. We do. And yeah. It's fucking crazy. Like with Mix'em, originally I dropped them. This was back when I thought we had the privilege of being picky about what we wanted the cover to look like, and if I want to spot UV. Lo and behold, I didn't know. We just like, if I went to a second printer and spent another couple weeks going to someone else, then I hit like the beginning of the paper shortage, just like right there, and then it's suddenly like there's a paper shortage. Everything is imploding right now, and we don't have anything to print your book with. But the thing with Mix'em is I thought everything was fine. I handed off my files to them, and they had my files for like 2 weeks, weren't really getting back to me, and I was like, hey, what's up? I'm ready to go to print. Can I get like the final, the ripped proof, which is like their PDF proof with all like the markings and stuff, like the print file. And like they finally got back to me, and they're like, here's your ripped proof, but by the way, we can't do spot gloss on the cover. I was like, what do you mean you can't? I paid for that. It's in the options on your like order form that I check. And they're like, oh no, it's some excuse about their printers are all backed up, so they can't do spot gloss right now. I was like, okay, well, I didn't want to print without spot gloss, but I figured I would ask the backers, and I did a poll on Indiegogo, and people said they would rather I go to a printer that could do the cover the correct way. So that's what I did, and then we hit the paper shortage, and I've been waiting ever since. But yeah, but things are looking up. I'm going to be positive. This could be a lot worse. Everything could always be worse. I could literally have my house falling down on me. I could be living in rubble. We could, I don't know, things could literally be imploding. I could be living out on the streets. I don't know. The printer could have burned down. Things could have been worse, right? Just a little worse, even though things have already been this freaking ridiculous. Could be worse. I could literally be living under a bridge. That would be worse. A little worse. Hi, Phil. What's up? Oh my god. The day drinking I've been doing these 2 days. It's probably not good, but let me tell you. Yeah, that's right. Taxation is theft. That's just the thing, though. It's what's really been getting to me is the house stuff, right? Like the printing thing, it's been frustrating, and I was really pissed yesterday especially when I heard that someone else got their books printed before me, when I handed off my files sooner. But then apparently, like I found out about the difference between digital printing and offset printing stock. So yeah, I guess that's a thing. So it's not the printer's fault. So I'm a little less angry. Still a little annoyed because this printer sometimes has a bit of an attitude, and I'm not so cool about that because I'm their customer, and I'm accountable to you guys, and they should be accountable to me. But they did update me. They said they can print the book with 70-pound stock. So I had to change the spine, the book spine today, because the thickness will be different. But I guess tomorrow I should hear back on if everything is like actually going to print, and that would be really great. So I'm also going to post a update on Indiegogo very soon. I've never been to Ireland. I want to go. I mean, Ireland seems cool. It's just their post office is apparently just a joke. Dude. Oh, Chris says I got my black and white book and the poster and Sandy and cars all expediently. Yay! I'm glad. Yeah, I tried to ship out the the grayscale books as soon as I can. It's just I've been super busy, but every like week or so, the orders have petered off, which of course I think naturally so. So the thing is, I just don't have that many orders. I get a couple of orders a week maybe on the grayscale. So but yeah, those are printed already, and I have copious stock of that. So those ship fairly quickly. John says, could I do a second chance how it should be campaign once the global crisis stops? Original backers could get a discount. Don't give them away. Sure. Yeah. I could definitely do that. Definitely. I'm expecting I'll have to do a second. Well, I hope I get to do a second print run. Not expecting. Maybe people will. Book 2 will come out and people will hate it. Then I won't ever. I won't do another print run because people won't read it anymore. No, I'm just kidding. Positivity. Be positive. Yeah. I did a little overprint this time because I'm launching chapter 2 soon. I want to have enough of book 1 to offer as an add-on for book 2. So I overprinted, which is why the quantity that I ordered was big, which probably factored into the paper problems even more. But I'm like, well, it makes sense. If I get it printed now, I don't even know. Maybe the shortages will get worse. So well, maybe it's good that I'm overprinting right now, so I have an abundance of book 1 to ship with book 2. But yeah, whenever this current global situation is over, I would be more than happy to do a second chance. Yeah, I could definitely do that. Thank you. Yeah, good suggestion. Their spot gloss outsourced. Their spot gloss sounds outsourced for them. Yeah, well, Mixum is just a broker. They're like a middleman, so they're not like an actual printing company, which is weird. I printed their grayscale with them. It was a good experience. Then the colors was not a good experience. Frothy Tavern, hang in there. Oh, thank you. I hope so. With the book printing thing, it's an annoyance, but I don't even want to get so much into the house stuff. Hey, I have some people that I said I would invite, so I should do that. Hold on, let me send out the invite. Nick and AC said they would be joining me, so here we go. All right, let me just send them a link. Cool. See, I effing paid and they waited weeks. Yeah, exactly. That's what really annoyed me about Mixum. They're I already paid them and they waited about 2.5 weeks before they told me that they couldn't do the spot gloss on the cover. I'm like, just tell me right away, because that was I really wanted this book to be on time so badly. That's why I finished all the work before I even launched a campaign. And then I felt like they were holding me out. Even 2 weeks was a huge deal then. But then I went to the other printer and I'm like, I really wanted the book done. I was like, the book's already late. They're like, there's nothing we can do about it. And we're trying, but there's just paper shortages. And I asked some other printers and either their price point was really, really high. I literally couldn't afford it. Because they use some different kind of machine or something, or they also had shortages, is what all the options I had back in December told me. So yep, that's what happened. Oh, hey, what's up? Hi, AC.
Hey.
Hi, Nick.
Hey.
What's up? Thanks for joining me.
Sure.
Yeah, I've just been bitching. I wanted to update everybody on Fiendish for a bit, so I don't know if I'll draw today. I think I should. It's mostly a Fiendish update stream, but if y'all feel like hanging out, then we can start drawing. But yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know what's going on and all the fuckery I've been dealing with. The copious fuckery. Let me pour myself a drink. Hold on.
Okay, bye.
No, my drink is right here. It's been with me all day.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were live already. Did you already give your update? I don't know what the update is.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. I didn't want to... I thought you knew! I've been messaging you guys and bitching all day.
Well,
I didn't want to...
Apparently there's some good news about your printer or something, and I haven't heard that.
Okay, I'm sorry. I wanted to update everyone, then invite you on, because I thought...
Oh, I see.
I thought... Well, you were on Twitter. Oh, right. You're never on Twitter. Salud. Okay, so long story short, the printer has they have paper stock that's like thinner than the stock I originally asked for, and but they do have enough to print my book, and it's not ideal. It's not what I wanted, but it's 70-pound stock, and that's as thick as normal comic book paper. So that's what a normal comic book from like Marvel or DC, that's the type of paper, and it's gloss. I didn't want gloss, but I think at this point I can't be picky. The cover will look exactly how I wanted it to. They have the stock for the cover because cover stock is different, and they'll be able to do the spot gloss. So I just told them go ahead and print. So today I basically redid the spine because the book's spine will be thinner, and I'm gonna get that. I think tomorrow I'm gonna hear back on if that. I'm gonna get a new proof for the cover. Yeah, digital proof, and because that's all I need, and then I'll see if we can go to print tomorrow, because that's what I'm expecting. So that's good news.
Well, yeah.
At least I have some good news that happened this week. Oh my god, I'm spilling my drink.
Okay, dude, you've had a ton of hurdles, but I'm happy to hear that, you know,
some stuff is fixing itself, yeah.
That you're at least being able to move forward.
Yeah, on something. On the book, at least the book, because that's something where I'm accountable to other people, and that annoys me more than like with the house stuff. It's really just this annoyance where I feel like it's just a constant stream of people fucking me over, and it feels like there's nothing I can do about it, and it really, really sucks because it's a lot of money. But like at the end of the day, just the fact that if I can get this book printed and out to people, that'll take so much stress off of me, because like I don't know, this is what I'll put up with so much shit if people can just get their books, and like I just want people to get their books. This means a lot to me. So yeah, at least something is going on.
What? This means a lot to you? Does it really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, what? I only obsessively work on this project all day, every day, and I have no life because of it. Oh, down goes Solo!
I really
Thank
don't
you.
think it's just a bunch of funny pages.
It's just a bunch of we just draw some funny pages. That's all it is.
Oh,
That's all it is.
Chat,
Yeah.
By the way, I forgot to say hi to the chat. Hi, chat.
AC's ignores chat. Hello, thank you, Dago Solo. Are you having one or two tonight? Yes, I am. As you can see. Oh, I got a new glass. Look at this. This is awesome. This was this was a gift. So I drunkenly sent out my Amazon wish list a couple of streams ago. So someone actually got this off my wish list and sent it to me.
I couldn't see what are the main designs. Are those like skulls or like something winged?
I'm trying to be careful and not spill my drink on my computer, but yeah, it's dragons. These are dragon heads.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's sort of like this dragon head design all over. It reminds me of like Dragonstone from Game of Thrones.
I mean, you should. It makes me think you should definitely revive that Dragonborn character that you played your one D&D game, and use that glass while you're playing it.
Oh, yeah, I should do that.
Have you ever thought about bringing that character back in, like, I don't know, maybe a Pathfinder game or something?
I haven't thought of that, but I can. I'll play another big barbarian girl. I'm already playing one big barbarian girl, but it would be fun. Dragonborn are cool. They're really cool. Yeah, I should do that.
Yeah, and I know one of our players also wanted to because people really like the idea of Dragonborns from D&D. One of our players wanted to play that, and I do remember trying to like convince them that there is there was a Pathfinder equivalent of sorts, but it's not like an actual Dragonborn. Called a Wyvern, but he was really set on wanting to play a Dragonborn. But I was just like, I mean, a Wyvern has like a tail attack and a fly speed. I feel like that's cooler than an underpowered breath weapon.
Yeah,
and you get to be connected to kobolds because they're like super swole kobolds that are not.
Wow. I didn't know that's what wyverns, whatever are.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, I'd rather fly. I'd rather have fly speed. I'll build a barbarian wyvern then. Cool. Yeah, because Pathfinder doesn't have they don't standard Pathfinder doesn't have Dragonborn. Anyhow,
they kind of have a thing that they're like weird, like space Dragonborn, but they're like large size and weird, and they use guns.
the fuck?
Yeah, they're like space dragons.
Wait, if you're like half dragon, why would you ever even
No,
need to
they're
use
not.
guns?
They're not even half dragons. They're just like a space dragonoid race that they're
But
just really big.
if you're like dragonoid or whatever, you shouldn't be using guns? That's lame.
No. You use guns because then you use your breath weapon, and then on the rounds that you're reloading, you pull out a blaster and you go out blasting.
Okay.
Well, so that now you guys know that there's that information. Anyhow, back from Nerdland. Yes, insurance company have entire departments dedicated to screwing people over. John says the whole company, right? It's not even like it's warranty, right? So the issue I'm having is, as you guys know, I had to get basically an entire like huge plumbing overhaul because I noticed some things were wrong with my pipes. Like things were just like there was backflow, there's a bunch of like problems. Things were smelling funny. So I called a plumber, and then I found out that literally my crawl space was flooding. There were pipe leaks. My water heater was leaking, and my crawl space was fucking flooding. So it was basically an emergency, and I had to get the plumber to immediately. Well, I had to hire a cleanup crew first to get all the water and crap out, and then I had to I had to get the plumber to come in like right afterwards and immediately like fix everything, put in the pipes, because then I don't have pipes, and they're like missing sections of pipe, and like the water heater was like rusted through. It was horrible. So it was a freaking emergency, but I had them document everything because I'm not stupid. And again, I thought I was doing everything right. And like picture documentation, and I have their invoices. These are licensed plumber and licensed plumbing company. And I even told them like, I'll try to file this with home warranty. Like, will you be able to talk to them about what you had to do? And they're like, yes. And I had them like write out exactly what they saw, what the problem is, what they had to fix. And then I went to my home warranty company and I was like, hey, so in my policy, the water heater and the pipe leaks are covered. So this is what I had to do, and it's a huge fucking problem. So will you cover it? They're like, oh no, we can't do anything about it because you didn't call us first and have our person come out to see the damage and then have us assign you somebody to fix it. So you can't retroactively come to us and say this is like, I had this work done and we should fix it. So like, it's just,
that really sucks.
it's like, how the fuck would I know about it? I didn't know that that's how filing with home warranty did. And I just renewed. So basically I wasted a bunch of money on top of having to pay like fucking arm and a leg to get my pipes redone.
Isn't that the stereotype though, that like, whenever you actually do come over for any problem or your warranties or any kind of coverage, that's where all the exceptions and specifics comes up to not have to do anything?
Right. And like I had my HVAC changed out and the home warranty covered that. But like I was never told about, you have to call them before you get it fixed. Like, is that must be something in the fine print, right? And like people have been saying, oh, you should go after it. I was like, I don't know how. Like, it might be a good idea. It might be even more money that I don't have at this point because like it's just been the constant fucking issue, right? Even before this whole issue with the pipes and the home warranty, I had a issue with the home inspection company that I can't even talk about. I can't say who it is because they essentially had me sign a paper that just told me to not talk about how terrible they are. And right. Like I try to get good advice. It's not like I'm just blindly signing everything. I try to read everything and I try to run everything by my real estate agent, but my real estate agent told me everything is fine. So I got angry at him. I'm like, dude, like, I know you're trying to help, but you did fail me. Like, I went to you for guidance, and Like, I thought this guy was a friend. It was a friend. And but you told me that all these things are okay, and they're clearly not. But like, can you help me? Like, at least help me resolve this. Like, speak for me. You're my agent. And he basically has just ghosted me. He's like, I can't deal with all this stress, and he's just left, and is not like helping me at all. So that's also been really fucking great. So yeah, it's like dealing with companies that want to fuck you over, which yes, there to some extent I do expect that. But also like when I try to do everything right and I thought people who were my friends would help me just aren't there. Like that sucks even more. So I don't know. Maybe you're right, chat. This will all be over. It does really suck right now though. It really, really sucks. Constant stream of people fucking over equals home ownership. Yeah, pretty much. I've also met really good people though. That's the thing. Like, but it's like when people fuck you over, it's bad. And I mentioned a lot of the shit that's wrong with my house, the sellers didn't even disclose. But it's hard to like go for the seller because it's like, oh, you had a chance to inspect the house and you agreed to buy it. So that's not, I don't know, that's a very unlikely option unless my house like literally is collapsing. But yeah, so that really pissed me off because I didn't know there were all these problems that they didn't tell me about. And yeah, but I have met good people. I have a contractor that I can fall back on that is a really good little company and they've been doing really good work. So not everything has been bad. But man, when it sucks, it really sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dengo, so all of your colors that Irene has shared look great, Nick. Nick! It's a compliment!
Thanks, guys.
I shared some of your colors.
Oh, is it the stuff for issue 1 or
No.
pages
I shared a couple pages from book 2.
Oh, cool.
Which ones did you show?
I don't remember. Oh, I showed the Yomi's flashback scene. That was only for channel members. Which, if you want to see exclusive material, become a member or hit the join button. So I posted that and the city scene with the town zooming out that page.
Right,
That's
right.
for
We zoom out of that and then we go into a little cottage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta thank you guys. I'm really, really glad to hear people enjoying it. Hopefully, it'll help when people actually receive those physical copies to calm some of them down. I know that Irene has also been getting a lot of stress from that.
It's honestly only a couple people. It's more me stressing myself out than anything.
I get that.
I want to be very clear about that.
Anybody just, it's a different thing when you're going to a publisher. It's a more when your work kind of ends at making the pages, and it's up to you when delivering it and all that. It's try not to take it personally. So I get that, and hopefully the few people that are like that can
yeah, I hope so. It's been an adventure. I had someone yesterday. They were claiming that I'm just never gonna deliver the books. And I'm like, what makes you think that? I've already shipped the grayscale books. Like, you just want to be mad on the internet. And then today he went and said that I have a bunch of simps and people who are saying he needs to calm down were just simping and that I was basically Amaranth. So that's great. That's really, thank you.
Is that another streamer or something?
Fine lady who makes a lot of money on Twitch by shaking her assets and licking the microphone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
also,
power to her, but exactly. That's totally what I do. That's exactly what I'm doing here.
Also, hey, Euphorious, new member over here.
Nefarious.
Oh no, Faye! And hey, yes, your hair is growing out.
Oh, yes, it is. I'm sunburned, by the way. Yes, it's
I was about to ask, why do you look like someone just smacked you in the forehead? Whoa there! Very politically correct. We're fighting out some.
No, It was just the sun gets really strong here. I went to a meeting on the weekend and it was outside. But
yeah, it's like already
Oh.
it's very sensitive to the sun. But she joined me on this meeting that was like 4 hours long, and like plus side. Last time I went and did this because it's out in the open, it was raining for me. But AC joined me and it was actually really nice and sunny, but it was very sunny. So while I was kind of warming up because we've been so sedentary through COVID. AC was actually just burning up.
Yeah, lily white European skin does not take the sun very well.
I understand the pain of being pale as fuck. I actually burn too. It sucks. I did not get that unburnable Asian gene. It's terrible. I hate it.
Yeah, I've been meaning to cut my hair for a while. I really dislike having long hair, but I've just been busy with stuff and just haven't really found the time to go out and get my hair cut. It's kind of the last of my priorities.
We do have
Just cut it yourself. It'll be fine.
Right next door, though. That sets us up.
Yeah.
Just do it yourself. Nick, you should learn to cut hair. It'll be fine.
He can buzz my hair.
Take a salad bowl. the salad bowl cut every Asian kid had. Nefarious, thank you for becoming a member.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Nef is awesome. Everybody go. If you haven't yet, is Maverick still open to being back? If you haven't yet, and if Mavericks can still be backed, I know they're about to they're working on getting things printed, but right, if you don't know about that project, at least check it out, and if you can still back it, back Mavericks, and then you go. Yeah, thank you, Nefarious. Woo!
And then after that, he said to Nick, "Show me your secrets."
Show me your secrets. What are your secrets?
About not getting burned?
Oh, about coloring. That was way back. He's moved on since then.
So not getting burned. Just have good genes. Pleb. Oh my god. Yeah, what are your coloring secrets? We should do another coloring stream sometime. That would be cool.
I mean, sure. I'm always open to it. I just never know how much people will be interested in it because we always just kind of talk, technicalities on Photoshop and whatnot.
Yeah, I think the technical stuff is. We did do a stream about coloring a while back. If you search my YouTube, you should be able to find it, just like coloring Fiendish or something. But yeah, it was mostly covering technical aspects, but sort of there's a lot more to it than that. Even though coloring is very technical, there's like the rendering and like how to layer things, and it's yeah, that would be cool. We should do a coloring stream again sometime. That's what happened to me, John. It's been so great. So great. Sorry. What audio? Wait, Amaranth is married? Oh, okay. All right. Well, whatever works for them. Yeah. I'm not gonna go on about that. It's not worth our attention. Neither me nor yours. Yeah. I heard about that. She rolled around a ball pit on G4 after that whole rant about like women don't exist to look good on the eyes for you, and then their ratings went way down because nobody wanted to watch their channel, so they had Amaranth roll around the ball pit to get people to watch their show. It's great. This is internet drama. It's fine. You don't need to know about it. AC is so lost.
And I do try to stay out of it. I do not want to be inside the drama.
Yeah, well, it's other people's drama. It's not my drama. I like watching other people's drama. I want to know what's happening. Like when other people's life implode, I think it's hilarious and I want to see. But as long as I'm not involved, all's good. Oh, John said your long hair looks good. But if you don't,
Thanks.
Yeah, you kind of always had short hair.
I know I tend to look good with long hair, but I can't stand it. After a while of having short hair, it's just so freeing to just not have a whole head of hair.
I grew up with short hair, but then I grew it out in college, and then I chopped it up for a few years, and like I got annoyed at, like, I like normally during the day I keep my hair tied up most of the time, when I'm not sitting down here. But like I get that long hair can get in your way, but I got so annoyed at having to go to the salon like every few weeks. Like that was more annoying for me than just, if I have long hair, I can just tie it up. Like I just keep my hair in a bun all the time, most of the time. So it's just, I've decided that I like just having it long and tying it up. But I don't
Yeah,
know. I guess
I
everybody's
cut it
different.
really short, and then I let it grow out like this, and then I cut it really short.
Yeah, I just hate having to go to the salon so often, but I guess so. Yeah, that's me. Also, it's like really annoying when it's at that one point where it just keeps on stabbing into your neck. I just didn't want to deal with it.
I also didn't like having it long while I was in high school, but like after college, it was just kind of getting in the way. Whenever I do feel like growing it back out, it is that stage where I lose patience. Where it's like halfway, and it's just
Yeah.
way too warm, and it's just like prickling everything. I just like give up and just shave it all again.
Yeah, it really sucks when it's like right on your neck, but gotta power through it. Her. I like my long hair. La la. Nefarious is still in Mavericks is still in demand. It isn't printed yet because comic impressions. Yeah, comic impressions are the same, guys. He's using the same printer as me, guys, and he's been dealing with some difficulty as well. But I hope things go better for you. I really sincerely hope so, and just so everyone knows, Neff is trying to get this book printed, and there is a ridiculous shortage, but they're talking to the printer, and this book will be delivered. So check out Mavericks and back it if you like what you see. Yeah.
What is comic impressions?
It's the printer. It's the printer. Oh, okay. It's the printer that I'm using and he's using. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, other people have recommended them. I guess everyone is dealing with shortages, but maybe like some people have been moving books though, and like you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But I think people like Eric Canetti or EVS, like they know the big printers more, and their quantity is also more, so they probably have priority. And I know they print with API, and I actually contacted API because I was like, people have recommended you. I would like to print with you. But I think I mentioned this. They had a guy who did their sort of a inventory, not inventory, but like sort of kept everything in order. That guy, I forgot his name, but he was the guy kind of keeping API all together and doing customer relations. There you go, customer relations. And he passed away last year. He died. So since he's gone, apparently it's just been really hard to get into API and talk to someone, and like if you're a new customer. And I actually did get through because I called them like a bunch of times, and I was like, you guys come really highly recommended, and I know you print Cyberfrog and Arc Athena, and like I would like to print with you. And I had a whole ass conversation and gave them all my specifications. They're like, we'll get back to you with a quote, and they never did. I never heard back from them. So their guy who was like doing customer relations and keeping everybody like everything in order is gone. So
I guess that's really one of the things that happens when somebody's gone that abruptly, that you really don't have a chance to actually train a replacement. So things might actually go haywire a bit.
Yeah, it sucks. I've heard good things about them though. I would have gone with them if they had gone back to me. Just got here as Fiendish in my mailbox, Billy Jacobs. It will be. Did you order the color book? I shipped out all the grayscale books except for like Australia. Literally everything but the Australia books have been shipped out because Australia is still being crazy. Or should I say USPS is still being a bitch about shipping to Australia. But right, we might be going to print like tomorrow. That's the news. We might be. And I changed the paper poundage, but I'll post an update on Indiegogo tomorrow to let everybody know, regardless of even if we don't go to print, because I got some news with the printer that they have not the paper I ordered, but enough of a different type of paper to print. So I told them, just go ahead. I fucking need this book. I just need this shit done. I need this shit done. Okay. Let's see. So an update today after Rich got back to us with listening and explaining crucial detail of the paper issue. Well, I'm glad that at least he's explaining stuff. Yeah. Like I want to like be nice and understanding, and I'm sure they're stressed as well. But like sometimes I feel like a couple of the printers I've dealt with have been so stressed they kind of been giving me an attitude, and I'm like, you don't need to give me an attitude. I'm a client. I'm a customer, and I have other clients hounding me for my buck. But yeah, man. Oh, I hope this shit works out for you. What?
I want to talk to your manager right now.
I mean, I was all. I'm at that point with my fucking home warranty. I'm like, I left them like just a bunch of shitty reviews. I'm like, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I want to like, I'm like, how mad am I gonna be tomorrow? It also depends on how many beers I have. I might call them again and scream at a manager. I don't know because it's bullshit. Fuck those people, man. Total fucking scam. Ethan controls the paper supplies. Yes, he does. It's a conspiracy. Rick, hello. What's up? Hi, everybody. Oh, Demina, thank you. Here's some funds for your plumbing. Hope us to buy some tape. Thank you. For Canadian $5. Thanks. Yeah, that's all I needed. That's all I needed. Some money to like buy tape so I could just tape up the pipes, and I would have been fine. I would have fixed the leakage. That's exactly what I should have done.
Irene like turns her camera and like there's like leaks springing out of her walls.
Just like black mold rolling everywhere.
The ceiling's crumbling.
I was one step away from that. Literally, I was told if I didn't get this plumbing fixed, I was just like a couple weeks out from like the sewage backflowing into my house. That's how bad it was. Like I caught it just in time. So like I had to get it fixed right away. Fuck home warranty. Like they're not gonna cover it just because it was an emergency. I didn't call them first. Fuck these people. But there you know, if you have a warranty, everybody else call them first before getting any work done. You live and learn. Don't let my suffering be a lesson for you. Fucking shit, man. It just sucks, like, this whole process about buying a house, and, like, I don't really have, say, older family members or, like, people to show me what to do. Like, I'm just doing it myself, and I try to, like, I have some friends in real estate, but there's also, they have limited knowledge, right? And I think I also just got a shitty deal. Like, I got a house with a lot of problems, more than usual, so it's been a really difficult fucking endeavor. But yeah. But someday soon it'll be done and I'll have my own house and it'll be awesome. I will be done soon, hopefully. Hopefully. Oh, thank you, Dango Sella. Yeah, there's my Patreon. I do have a Patreon. I post similar stuff to what I post for members on YouTube, but sometimes I go into some more detail. So if you guys would like to see more about Fiendish 2 updates, you can back me on Patreon. Yay! Yvonne is here, but not in the panel.
Hello, Yvonne.
It is good news, and thank you. He said, "Oh, he messaged me, and he said he can't join." All right, well that's fine. Oh, let's see. Well, he's working on flats and something else, so good. I got everybody working on my book. That's great. Thank you. Oh, beers. Okay, you know what? I think that's most of the update that I had. Oh yeah, okay. A couple things before I forget and I drink too much to update you guys properly. So I'm going to be at Heroes Con, which is June 24th to 26th in Charlotte, North Carolina. And what's funny is I forgot I had tickets up to that because I booked tickets for 2020 towards the end of like 2019 and then COVID hit. And I was like, oh, it just kind of being pushed back for the last 2 years, 2020 and 2021. Heroes Con has been canceled. It just hasn't happened. But then I got an email. It's like, yeah, you have tickets for 2022. So I'm gonna be there, I guess. It's sort of like, it's a really good artist con. If you guys don't know about it, it's not like New York Comic Con or like San Diego. But it's a mid-sized convention. It's hosted by a local comic shop called Heroes Aren't Hard to Find in Charlotte. And it's really great for artists because their artist alley is huge. And at least from what I remember, and I went to this con all through college, like every single year, and for a few years after that, they have usually like a stage, like an art stage in the middle of the floor with like artists doing live art and shit. And they have like an art auction. The art auction is like a whole event. It's like a central event. It's usually on Saturday night at the convention at a hotel, and it's really cool because the convention takes place in Charlotte Convention Center, and it's surrounded by like a few hotels. So all the artists basically book rooms in the hotels, and the hotels are right next to each other. So like you go to the con and go back to your hotel, everybody just drinks themselves blind until like 3 a.m. and then you don't have to go anywhere. You just walk upstairs to your hotel room and then walk across the street the next morning, or stumble across the street back to the convention floor. So it's tons of fun for artists, and also there's a lot of artists there. If you want original art or want to see a really hilarious and awesome art auction, that's the place to be. So I highly recommend Heroes Con if you guys want to get back into the convention scene and go to a really good convention.
Yeah, like that's the con that Nick and I would go to annually up until COVID hit. And so we've been planning to go back. That's like the con that we go to. The only one the one time we take a trip to the U.S. anymore.
Figure out some stuff, and hopefully we'll be able to join, but we'll see.
Yeah, we have we have to update like my passport and stuff. So it's kind of
There's also like, well, it's not even you guys being irresponsible. It's like a lot of Colombian bureaucracy and things being slow like, over there.
It's a lot of stuff that we kind of were working on for a while, but it was really messy during COVID, like the height of COVID. So we kind of gave up for a while and we just put it to the side. It's like, we're not traveling anytime soon. But now it's like, Irene reminded us, it's like, oh, right, Heroes. Right, we should figure this out.
Yeah, I've got
Hurry!
my passport while I'm overseas, and I have to do some other stuff as well before I can even like buy a plane ticket. So it's. I don't know if we're going to be there, frankly. I hope so, but
I hope so too. It'll be so much fun.
If we can't make it the 1 year that Irene is going to Heroes again.
I know! It'll be so bad.
When's the last time we saw...
You're breaking up. What do you say? Is it their internet or is it mine?
When's the last time we saw... Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay. When's the last time we saw each other in person? A long time. It must have been when I still live in Atlanta. The last time I lived in Atlanta. So at least like 7 years ago or so.
Yeah,
6 or 7 years. Oh, so weird. So long. We're old. Fuck. Okay, so I'm going to be at Heroes Con. That's June 24th to 26th. And in Charlotte. So if you guys want to be there and want to meet up and hang out and drink, you should get tickets now. Get tickets before it fills up because it does fill up.
It's a good con.
It is a good con. Yeah, we don't.
Awesome tools. A lot of great people go there.
And it's also just very manageable, which is one of the big advantages. Like you'll find a lot of good artists and stuff, but unlike one of the bigger cons, like the lines are not big. You can probably meet everybody that you want. It doesn't feel cluttered. Like you have to like shove people with your elbows.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, yeah. There's pooping up. Yeah. Yeah, it's not like San Diego. I think like the only other con I like New York, even though it's a huge convention, but it's relatively like not hellish, and the artist alley is relatively good. It's sort of like, especially like San Diego really annoys me because they basically just, it's like Hollywood Con and it's not about the art or the comics anymore. And it's also like just hell on earth. There's like so many people, you basically can't move.
I hear it's mostly like for companies and stuff.
Yeah, it's very much like Hollywood Con. So I've been once, and I don't think I'll ever go again. It's just disgusting to me. But New York is pretty good.
I've had conversations with a lot of people over at Hero that worry about that kind of stuff. You know, that like Hero should like bring in like more, for lack of a better word, not trying to be elitist. I just can't think of a better word. Like more like normie stuff to like actors from like movies and properties and stuff like that, just to like bring more money. But the cool thing is just, since I like how Irene says, like it's, you know, made by this comic book shop. They really want to push the fact that this is like a convention for artists and fans, not for like companies. So it is really nice, and like the whole auction stuff and all this, it's all like artists giving back also to the convention to keep it afloat. Yeah, it's just like it's a really nice vibe around the whole place. Everybody's really friendly. Everybody kind of knows that this is like the point of the convention to kind of help itself out, and they're also very nice to artists as well.
Oh yeah. I hope it hasn't changed from our experiences.
I hope not. It has been a couple of years since Nick and I went.
I guess so, but it's mostly just been COVID years,
Yeah.
so I can't imagine it's too different.
Yeah, it just hasn't happened for a couple of years, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'll drive up. It'll be cool. I should have both editions of Fiendish there, and I'll have some other stuff there.
That'll be great.
So, and if you guys wanna, I'll take pre-commissions. If you guys wanna commission me, and if you're gonna be at the convention, you can pick up your work there, or you can pick up your artwork there. I like to do that, so that would be cool. But yeah, so be there. Heroes Con. Yeah. And also another thing, multiple announcements. I'm also going to be at the next Red Valkyrie art auction on April 9th. Right. Holy shit, I have so much stuff going on. I have so much to do in April. I've got taxes. I have like a bunch of other like house tax stuff to file, and I've got the art auction. Everything is fine. This is fine. I'm not going crazy. April 9th, Red Valkyrie art auction. Be there. Yeah, what were you saying?
I'm not familiar with Red Valkyrie. I guess that's someone's YouTube channel around here.
It's the channel that holds all the art auctions I've been on. Well, besides from Pete Samedi.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, I go on auctions, but you never watch them or pay attention. So yeah, that's the channel that I go on for most art auctions. So yeah, I'm gonna be there, and it'll be fun. I'm going to have some more Tentacle Girls, and I'm going to have a bunch of other artwork and originals. So go to that art auction April 9th if you want some more artwork. Yay. Oh, and I think I'm in like the 11 to 2 slot. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I'm going to go get a beer because Down Go Solo asked for it, and I pleased the fans, so I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Hold down the stream. It's all on you now.
Oh, boy. I think someone had asked a while back how my book is coming. I don't have a book out that I'm working on right now. I have a pitch that I'm working on that I can't talk about. I have another project that I'm working on currently that I can't talk about, and I have my like.
Maybe they're talking about your own personal project.
My own personal project.
Have you ever actually mentioned it on the stream, honey?
I've mentioned that I have a personal project. It's been going on for many years, and it's mostly research. And I've been doing a lot of good research on ye old medieval clothing and all that stuff.
I think all of our friends and all of our collaborators know AC as obsessively doing research for stuff. So it's like you kind of have to just like push her away from that to make her stop research. She just loves it. Especially because she loves period pieces, and so she will go like this particular these frills on this outfit are not period accurate. So actually, you should actually like waste like 2 or 3 more hours just looking through Pinterest and.
Obsessive detail that this girl goes into. When this book comes out, it better be the most like historically accurate thing. Any historian will be like, "Oh, finally a book for me!" The two historians who read comics in the whole planet.
I want to research enough so that I can use that as a launch pad to then do more creative stuff within the realm of plausibility of the time period. So it's like it shows that it's of the time period. You get the sense that I know what I'm talking about, and then I can have fun with it on top of that.
Yeah, but the thing is just that regardless, your understandable level is a lot higher than most people's. And you're like going overboard on research level is also just asinine.
In my defense, it has worked out largely in my favor in the past. I worked on a book. I worked on a book that takes place in India during the British Raj.
Man,
And
I love the idea that we actually got to like, play around in that setting. I've always I just always wanted to do stuff in like an Indian setting. So that was a little bit of a dream come true to just do Indian stuff. Kind of wish we had been able to like linger there for longer.
A little bit, yeah, and
like Asura, like bring like Asuras and.
Yeah, so I feel like personally I'm rather uncultured, and so I feel like especially like when I'm having to work on a book that takes place in another culture, I want to do it well.
There you go, like down.
So yeah, it's clearly.
They think that
in case you're confused about what book we're talking, she's doing a historical fuckfish book. As we all know.
The fish thing is a separate project. It's not a book, but she's doing some stuff there.
I promise you, though, it will be 100% historically accurate.
Historically accurate fuckfishes.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
So look forward to that, guys. Yeah. Oh, that's true.
I love Shadiversity.
Oh yeah, we all of us watch Shadiversity. Shad is great.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's AC is all about like historical accuracy and things making sense, and to some extent I am about that, but I want things just make sense passably in my world. So that's why I did fantasy, because I don't want to do research. I'd just rather like make up a whole world and make everything up instead of doing fucking research. I expect to get torn apart by Shadiversity if it ever sees my comic, but that's not all that matters. Hopefully the story is good. So, Chad, if you're out there, be gentle.
I I don't think that was the case, because like even he on his own books, you know, like they also are kind of fantasy leaning. So I remember when he was showing some of like the swords that are like unrealistic. He even talked about the big plot device sort of his story. And I was like, oh, it's unrealistic because it's like made of like an implausible material that would allow you to get like this thin and whatever, make it this length. Like him knowing swords is like kind of like a.
But yeah, like you see how it like informs his creativity.
Yeah. So it's like,
I don't have Youngling. I have Dos Equis. That's all I have.
Him is just to like rail on anything that's not period accurate, but especially when it doesn't claim to be. It's very different.
Fun. Later when you come on the stream. Anyways, so. Oh, Dango Solo says he has complete faith in you. There you go. You already have a fan. Yeah. Ding. Okay. I guess let's do a draw stream. I don't want to just do like a 1 hour. Well, I can't. I didn't know if I would draw today. Just gonna update everybody. But I'll do a little doodling for an hour or two. Yeah.
Well, by the way, I finally got a camera for my computer, so.
Oh wow!
Trying to get that stuff working. Right now, it's just like I just don't have the best setup. But hopefully soon I can actually join you on the draw streams. Like I actually brought stuff to draw, but my setup is just awkward.
That would be nice, because now that you have a fancy new computer, it would take a load off of me, because my system is super slow while I'm trying to stream and draw at the same time.
Yeah, that would be really great. You guys can share your work, because with AC's computer, it's just so trash. Like you can be on camera or we can see your work.
It's a little different. It's not that it's trash. It's just that it's banged up.
It's trash.
Jesus.
Computer.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Let me do some doodling. I sent out the invite to a couple more people, but wait, what? Multiple cameras? What are you talking about? No, go away, StreamYards. I'm not upgrading. I already pay for StreamYards membership. Fuck you, go away. Okay. Yay! So I sent out an invite. We'll see if some other people join. And yeah. Here we go. Dun 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 dun. The Sickies! China better leave Taiwan alone. Well, they're not. That's not news. I feel like it's just the issue has been the same forever. So there you go. I left the mic. No, I went to get my pen. My pen was at my other workstation because I am a mess. Alex, we gonna fight. We are going to fight. How dare you? Those be fighting words, sir. How dare you? How dare you? My PC, for all its faults, I will never use Mac. And it's not just that I don't like the interface for Mac, it's just a bunch of other things that I hate Apple as a company. But yeah, I mean, you can use your, you know, overpriced, elitist, sort of terribly structured, completely uncustomizable Mac computers if you want, but I will stick with my PC that loves me despite not loving me sometimes.
I like my Mac. I mean,
I don't. I it's a meme at this point, but I have never owned any Apple products, and I'm just going to. I'm determined to go my entire life without owning a single Apple product. I don't even have an iTunes account. It'll be hilarious. I refuse. I will not touch that company. It's not even that I hate them that much, but I just feel like it's funny at this point, and I don't like them, and I don't like using Macs. It's just like something about the interface rubs me the wrong way. Like it's so fancy and pretty, and I feel like if I want to fix something, I can't go in the system and fix go in like the code and the binary and the guts of the programming and like actually fix things myself if I want to, because that's just what I had to do with my PC. And yes, my PC had problems, but I was able to go in like the registry key and go through, and like it was a pain in the ass because I had to figure out how to change permissions. I'm not like a computer whiz and had to do a ton of research, but I was able to go in and change permissions and change a registry key and fix this like problem that was like a glitch that was deep in the guts of the OS. And I can't do that with Mac. So that's what I don't like.
I've never had such glitches.
Yeah, I didn't have those glitches until now either. You don't have those glitches. You just have a computer that can't even share your work while you're on a stream. You just have a computer that is glitching all the time. Oh, you're baby. Oh, you mean a computer that's weak as shit and that can't run your artwork? You can't even share your art. Wow, what a great Mac you have. Why don't you try sharing your artwork while you draw on this stream right now?
I guess we just came here to be abused by Irene today. It's like, we're all just like, hey, Irene's feeling kind of down. Let's go join her today. You know, we usually don't feel up to it because we've been oh, okay, this is what we're up for.
Hold on.
Be her punch.
I guess so.
Hold on. I appreciate you guys coming on. But I just want to be very clear. AC is the one who started pushing my buttons about using a PC first. I'm just saying that. But I appreciate you guys and thank you. And don't talk shit about my awesome PC. I'm just kidding. Whatever. Use whatever you want. I don't care.
Story of my Mac. My Mac laptop is that a couple of years ago I spilled some water on it.
Oh, that's right.
But
right, so it's not just old. You actually spilled coffee or something on it.
AC's is not that old. It's just I think you just forget that mine was the one that was super old. We actually bought an AC's, a new one, of a replacement. Well, I had my old one still.
We like brought it back from the dead. It actually works pretty well, but you can tell it's a little bit rough around the edges since the incident.
Yep.
Can you run Photoshop yet? Because you had a hell of a time running that.
Oh yeah, but that wasn't anything to do with the quality of my computer. That was Adobe basically taking like old versions of their products, the serial numbers, and just
tossing them away.
Just tossing them away.
Nobody's paying us more money for this. Why are we saving this info?
It's like,
that's true. Yeah.
You want Photoshop back? Well, have you thought about maybe getting the cloud that you have to pay every month to have? Like, no.
Yeah.
That was that problem. So
I have cloud, but I totally understand people who don't want it. I don't like the idea of like not just with Photoshop and Adobe, but with like gaming and Steam. It's like you don't really own anything. Everything else is on the cloud. Like something about that kind of annoys me. I mean, a lot about that annoys me. But I said before that I use a lot of other Adobe services, so it's worth the $10 a month for me, but it's not for everybody.
Oh no, yeah, like and again, we've talked about this before. There's no judging for something, like I think it's great that they actually have a good service for it. It's just that AC made a point to save the program that she paid for, that she took care of and actually has it for her computer. So I was like, it's just really unfair that they're trying to pressure her by trying to get rid of those things and making it harder.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, it's just an older version of Photoshop, right? And you pay for it, but it's just not working for some reason. They're like just refusing to help you with customer service because it's so old. It's dumb. Well, don't they have like PS4 or something for free at this point?
CS4. Well, no, I had CS not for free. I don't think they have any version for free.
I think some of their older versions are for free. I may be wrong. Fact check me, chat. But that's what I heard.
I really doubt that. But in any case, how it ended up working is like we had to go through like quite a few hoops. But basically, I went to them. I said that I owned CS4. I want my CS4 working because I own it. And they said, well, do you want the Creative Cloud? You sure you don't want the Creative Cloud? I'm like, I'm sure I don't. I don't want to pay monthly for something. They're like, okay, well, so they basically offered me. They didn't have CS4 available for me, but they gave me for free CS6, which is the last version before they started the cloud. So it's the last version where you just pay it and you own it and you don't have to pay monthly. So they gave that to me, and then installing that was just another hurdle, but that's another story. Anyway, that's how that got resolved. So I had CS6, yeah.
Okay, so you do have Photoshop, so that's good. That's good. That's an improvement. Argmady. And we don't endorse that here, obviously, duh. For the YouTube algorithm or for Susan. It's not what we're saying. Doja says I can be so harsh sometimes or easily trigger. I'm so easily triggered. No, this is what happens when I've had a bit to drink and I've had a really shitty day. Yeah. I may or may not have been drinking since like noon. Yeah. It's fine.
Hopefully it was at least just beers.
Oh, it's been wine mostly.
Okay.
In case it isn't clear, Irene and I have just been joking around.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, in case it's not clear, Irene is just transitioning into wine.
Right. Yeah, that's what's actually happening. Yeah, I am. That's what happens as a woman ages. She just becomes a wine aunt and lives sad life.
Like Irene's just getting in preparation for when she gets her new pets.
I'm about to get like 5 cats. It'll just be bam, and when I turn 35, it'll just be like, whoa, transition. There's tons of boxed wine and like 50 cats in my house. Wait, that's disgusting. Please like send help if I ever turn into that. Don't let me get to that point. That I do not want to ever be that pathetic, you guys.
Or send more wine. Either one.
Wait, what?
Or send more wine. Either one.
Horses or wine?
Or send more wine.
Or send more. No, don't do that. Don't enable it. Why would you do that? Wow. You guys are terrible friends. No. Well, I got some new wine, so it's not this one. This is just like some cheap Shutterhome stuff. But I got some like orange flavored wine a couple days ago, so I wanted to try that out, and I was in the mood for it. Usually I drink beer though. I'm more of a beer person. But yeah, today I was like, I need something a little stronger and also a little sweet because I need something comforting because this really sucks. Everything sucks! Ugh. Holy shit. But yeah. You live and you learn. Are you guys going to work on anything?
I am right now. I'm just not sure how
stable it's going to be to share it.
No, it's not that. It's just I don't know how fun it is to look at. I'm not really like drawing so much as I am like drafting right now. So it's like
I think that's still nice to look at.
I think people like seeing that stuff.
You guys are going to be watching me do the undo button 100 times.
I mean, aside from that,
nobody cares.
Looking at your selection.
Sure. In that case, I'm going to turn off my camera because that seemed to work well enough last time.
All right. Yeah, I started this page like last week and I just never finished it. Almost done.
Is it just something in there that's giving you trouble?
No, I was working on other pages.
Well, that's what I mean, though. Like, what made you change to other pages instead of going for that?
Oh, I tend to jump around anyways. Just what I do. I get bored working on one page, so I tend to work on like a set at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then I realized I was like, oh, I'm done with this. The stuff I started last week. No way. I never finished this one page in the blacksmith scene. No. I'll just get that done. Ooh. What is this? Weapon designs.
Yeah, it's a weapon design. I've got here. It's probably easier to look at. I made a brush, so this is what the handle is supposed to look like. But I haven't got it to be the right shape, and I need to draw it nicely. So I've been trying to do it in one nice smooth stroke, and that is why I'm pressing the undo button 5 million times. So
that's really detailed. Wow. Yeah, I like that. I like that handle design. That's really cool.
It's like a centipede thing, right?
Yeah. So it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to look like these like intertwined like centipedes and stuff. And so I'm trying to do that. That's why I made a brush out of it. Way easier to do it this way. I wanted there to be a bit of curve in it too. And this is like the most fun thing about Clip Studio.
Yeah, the custom brushes are really great.
So
yeah, but also you just don't need to get a special brush to actually make it follow directions like that for pattern brushes.
Maybe if I increase my stabilization, I can nail this. It's just really
hard. Alex VRB says a good smooth stroke is important. Yes, everybody is.
I'm assuming that this is some kind of innuendo, but because of me living so close to my family, I'm just kind of thinking of calisthenics and just swimming exercises where people are talking about stable strokes.
Oh my God, sweet summer child, innocent summer child.
Am I the summer child, or is whoever's talking about sexual innuendos a summer child?
Listen, everybody in this chat and panel except for you is filthy. So
yeah, I think it's you, sweetie. I think you and I are just sweet little gumdrops who have minds.
You heard it here. Nick and AC are sweet little gumdrops.
You heard it here. AC and
innocent little gumdrops. Oh dearie. Innocent summer children. We must protect them.
The rest of you guys.
What? I am so very innocent. What are you talking about? Explain for the FOB here. What? FOB? What does that mean? I'm lost. What?
I don't know. Yvonne's using slang.
Yeah. Yeah, you're using your weird Colombian slang or something.
FOB?
Oh, abbreviations? Yeah, I don't know. I tend to not know.
Aviator searches I'm strong and sweet. Aviator, you missed us talking about airplanes on the member stream. Well, I don't know if you're a member, but we were talking about that. So, well, next time, it was with Billy and Matt. Next time they're on, I'm gonna make sure we talk about airplanes again. I never mentioned, but I'm like really into aviation actually. So when I saw your name, I was like, ooh, someone who's actually, I assume you're actually a pilot. That would be cool. But I like airplanes. I've never got around to taking lessons and learning to fly, but I follow a shit ton of pilot channels. I don't know what it is. Like, planes are just really fucking fascinating to me, and I love it.
Having an interest in aviation.
No, she has. I think once I remember you sending us some stuff about planes.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, I have in the group chat.
Somebody else showing us about aviation, but I don't right? Yeah, Irene showing us.
Pretty sure that was Irene.
Who?
Yeah, who?
Who else was showing you about aviation stuff?
Danielle. Danielle had
No,
way back when.
that was me. That was
No, I mean, at
definitely
the time it was Danielle, but
Maybe it was both of
okay.
you at some point.
Maybe. Yeah. I'm like, well, what's weird is like, I'm like, it's not. I don't know. I'm more into the sort of technicalities of it instead of like what model airplane. So I think most people like aviation are into like military aircraft, but I really like commercial aviation, which is weird. But I just love. I think just because I've been flying and traveling so much since I was little, I like following all these pilot channels and hearing about this weird approach and this weird really strange airport up in the mountains and shit. So I'm weird, but yeah. So you missed that. I hope you catch us next time. So we'll talk more about aviation. Yay! Well, I'm not that drunk yet, but thank you, Doja-kun. Yet. Oh, you're a private pilot. That's awesome. I had a friend who actually went into classes. Yeah, that would be cool. I am thinking of learning to fly someday whenever I have the money and time, mostly money. But I love it. I love flying.
That way you can travel between countries like all the time. Whenever you
fly myself on a little Cessna between Asia and America. Yeah, that's how that works.
I think this might be good.
So that would be cool, though, just for the sake of it. This is my goal. I'm going to get rich. I'm going to become a millionaire. I'm going to own a plane. You know, they have those neighborhoods of like really rich people that instead of driveways, they basically just have like airstrips. Everybody owns a plane. It's crazy.
Yeah, like for rich.
What must it be like to be that rich? Wow. I will never know. I'll never know. Oh, how dare you, Chimera? How dare you? Oh, yeah, you're really trying to get that perfect. See?
Well, yeah, I think this one is a lot better because it's different. If I knew Clip Studio a bit better, I might be able to like make a shape and then have it do the hard work for me, but I don't know it that well.
Well, here's a question, honey. Are you trying to actually make two of the same pattern interlock over top of each other? Or are you just doing one?
Well, what I'm going to do, I can touch, hang on.
So you're just doing one for now.
Well, yeah, just one for now. What I'm doing is like this part I can fix on my own, and this whole area I'm going to fix. Once it reaches the axe head, it's going to split, and so basically the implication is that like these are supposed to be like two intertwined centipedes,
yeah, I know that.
and I want it to be so that when it gets to the axe head, they actually split so that the centipedes are going to be one on each side of the axe, and then yeah. So actually the entire top here I'm going to redraw, but I want the proportions to be right so that I know what I'm doing and that this will help guide me. And I can probably use some of this.
Well, I was just wondering if you were trying to do the pattern once, just once, and then.
Oh, okay. No, that's.
You went on a tangent.
I actually think that I am done with this part. I think I'm going to take this over to...
Maromi, you lie. Maromi was the one, like, every time we talked about an aircraft, he was the one shouting out, like, the model number and shit in the chat.
Oh, you guys are...
I spot another aviation nerd.
Oh, there you go. And you always find, like, very specific niches around. That's so nice. It just reminds me of being in middle school and just like not finding anybody that had interests in common. That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, find just people that like just random stuff around life.
Yeah.
The internet is beautiful and awesome. Ah.
Hey, Irene, did you ever go through that when you know, the internet was kind of new and stuff, and everybody was very distrustful of it? Did you get warnings by your parents of just like you watch out, you know, like this could be some kind of murderer or rapist or something just trying to like talk to you about comic books or something.
No. I have the most clueless fucking parents ever. And it's a blessing, but also a curse because I've had to figure so much shit out on my own. And it doesn't help that I moved to a foreign country alone at 17. So it's been an adventure. I've been flipped over a few times, but it definitely could have been worse.
For me, it was just like everything online. My folks were very distrustful. And I had that whole thing where like MSN, DeviantArt, all these things. It's just like, it might be a scammer. It might be someone's like, I don't know, Dad. Like, these guys have like a history of just drawing fan art for like at least 2 years. I don't really think I'm their big break on finally murdering someone.
Well, we also grew up in the time where it's like, you know, the internet was kind of new and like chat rooms were a thing. Like people just met each other in these random chat rooms.
Yeah, I know, but like,
so it was kind of spooky. You know?
No, I know, but it's just like our chat rooms in particular were so nerdy that I don't think anybody was really spending the time to get their prey there.
Oh, well.
Because you have to go through like hours about talking about anime and drawing and like and Photoshop tips.
I mean, frankly, you never know. Like there are weirdos out there who do that stuff. But yeah,
there
like
might be weirdos that are really good at Photoshop.
Well, what happened to me was when I was 16. This was when I was like 15 or 16. That's when I first started posting stuff on DeviantArt, and I was still living in Taiwan at the time. But you know, that was my lifeline to like sort of international art community, which I think was the same for a lot of people at that time around our age. Like DeviantArt was the way to like learn about art and connect with other people. And someone hired me to do like this sort of like a magic card, like a playing card, you know. Basically like some art for that. It was like a fantasy thing. It was like a girl on fire and all this shit. And it was a couple of pieces. And like it was, again, I was 16. I didn't know better. I was like, ooh, a job. And it was like, I didn't charge them much anyways, because what the fuck do I know? First of all, I was 16, but also like I lived in Taiwan, so Taiwanese money is worth so much less. But like I think like I probably shouldn't have let them know I was 16, but after I finished the work, I I think they were asking for like some invoice or something legal. I was like, oh, I don't know, I'm 16. And I just never heard back from them. I never got paid. So there you go, guys. My first experience in doing art for sale, everyone.
Never admit that you're underaged.
No, that's not the problem. It's just that you're.
Thanks for clarifying, honey. That was not a joke or anything.
Thanks, being totally serious. But yeah, so I still remember the name of it because I was so confused. I was so fucking innocent too at the time. I was like, why aren't they getting back to me? And like it was week after week, I was like, hello. And it took me like 2 months to realize that, oh, they probably just like realize they don't have to pay me because I'm some 16-year-old in Taiwan, and they realize they're never going to be held accountable for screwing me over. Like I was so innocent, I had no idea what was going on. So yeah. It was It was so bad. It was so bad. That was my first experience in art. So people suck. And I've had a long history of people fucking you over. And you live and learn. But even now, as you can see, it still fucking happens. No matter what you do. No matter what you do. There's always going to be shitty people. And this is why I want to get rich, and I need people to know about my book and have a following, because that's the only way people won't fuck with you. And anybody who fucks with me again, I will shame them and I'll ruin their business and I'll tell everybody they're a piece of shit. And that's right. That's my plan. I'm tired of being fucked with.
That's nice.
Nick's like, that's nice. I joke, but honestly, that's almost like, that's what companies respond to nowadays, though. It's like if they get online pressure, that's sometimes more effective than the legal route, because the legal route is like, well, they have like really good lawyers and like they, you know, they could always have something in the fine print or some technicality. But if you have a huge following, they're getting a lot of heat and they're getting bad press. Like I'm joking, but I'm also being serious. So not saying that I'll manage to get like hugely famous ever. I don't think I will, but you know, that's just the reality of things. Yeah. That's how it works, man. Yep. Who I'll give my money. It's I don't know. They're probably not even around anymore. It was the name of the project was Summoner or Summoners card game. So it was a card game and the name was Summoner or Summoners. Yeah. I can look in my old DeviantArt account history to find out the actual name of the person. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I remember the project name was like Summoners. If you look at my old DeviantArt, you can still see the piece I did for it because I posted it. It's like a lady on fire. Oh yeah. If you go to my DeviantArt, I should say in the description who I did it for. So there you go. Those people who fucked me over when I was 16. Rainey's list is about to start. I try to not hold a grudge, but when I do, I really, really hold a grudge. That's all I'm saying. Like, I try to not hold on to things. I'm very forgiving, but I have like a threshold for people fuck me over, and I'm never gonna forget. And that's why I still remember that whole Summoners card game thing. I'm never gonna forget. I'm gonna be like fucking 70, and if I ever meet this person face to face, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I did this Summoners card game when I was like 25," or I'll be like, "Hey, you fucked me over. Pay me up. It was $50. I don't care if it's $50. Give me my fucking money, bitch." Never say never. I can only hope. Yeah. Well, you can't predict those things. I can only work hard and hope people like my project, and that's all I can do. Yeah. You mean my ginger man. Wow, this is how you know I've had a few beers. Gingerbread man voice. Is that the voice you're talking about? Maybe if I spoke to him this way, he would give me my money.
I don't know. What does Bam Bam have ranks in Intimidate?
Yes. Are you kidding me? It's my gingerbread man barbarian. Of course he has ranks in Intimidate. That's what I should do. It's just like do weird voices at people and freak them the fuck out. They'll really solve the problem. Oh, Mr. Monstoogle, hello, what's up? Hi. Da, 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 da. Ever reverse image search it? Oh yeah, I should do that. It's such old art though. I was 16. It's not even good. Like seriously. I mean, it was passable. It's probably better than most 16-year-olds. It definitely was, but I'm sure he didn't even realize I was 16 is the thing. That's why he hired me. Clearly. He thought I was like, an of-age American. So I also speak perfect English. But yeah, so that kind of sucked. But, someday I'll track them down. I'll ruin their whole life. That's the plan.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna send him all of your fans, and then he's gonna be swamped by a bunch of angry fans for what he did when you were 16.
And it just turns out that he was also 16 at the time.
I don't care. It's what you're gonna get. That's what you get for fucking people over. And I'm also very forgiving. So people take responsibility.
So after he's mobbed by angry fans, Irene will forgive him.
Well, no. I want someone to own up to what they did and give me my money, and that's all I ask for. I would not suggest anyone be harassed. That's not what I'm saying. But I want people to be responsible, because that's the whole fucking issue with everything that I've been dealing with now, and all the fucking most of the problems in the past, and with this guy, it's people not being fucking responsible. Chimera, I looked at, why is that embarrassing? Oh no, you found my old DeviantArt page. Wow, it's old art, big deal. Yeah, I have some old shitty stuff on there, but so what? Everybody go look at my DeviantArt. It has some old stuff that's really, really bad, so please go and laugh at me. It'll be great. Yay!
I like that you keep your old stuff up there. You know, a lot of artists just delete their old work, but I think it's really inspiring to see where people started and like how they grew as an artist, you know?
Mm-hmm. There's a couple things I removed that I really just thought were like unbelievably bad, but most stuff I kept on. Oh no, I think it's fine to keep old work on. It's growth. I'm not even drawing, guys. Sorry, I wasn't even planning on doing a drawing stream, but I figured I get a little bit of work done. Just a little bit. Yeah. I was just gonna fucking drink and complain today. Drink and complain. I sure hope that when you put out your book, you will not have the same issues as me, AC.
I might have other issues. Who knows what the future holds? And it still seems like what I'm doing is way further down the line.
Regardless, it does sound reassuring to know that there's a community of folks that are doing their own books and stuff. So you don't have to improvise everything.
Yeah.
Just gonna hope for the best. Also, you get to ask people for tips and stuff.
Yeah, frankly, I am rather appreciative that I get to at least chat with you about your journey, at least for my own benefit. In addition to it, frankly, is pretty nice.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here to take the bullets so other people don't have to.
What is that expression? Being a cautionary tale?
Yeah, it really is. Well, that's the thing. I think I'm kind of used to it though, because I mentioned before, I'm the oldest in my generation and my family in Taiwan. So just first of all, it's like my parents had no idea what they were doing when they raised me. But I feel like there's a lot of things that I'm the cautionary tale. I'll move to America on my own. I'll figure this shit out. And when I'm established and I have a house, you guys can move here. And I've offered them this, by the way. I'm like, if you guys ever want to come to America, or if you need to escape Taiwan at some point in the future, no idea why that would ever happen, right? You can come here because I've already established everything and I'll help you. And I went through all the shit so you don't have to.
Well, I mean, we're framing it poorly, but that is kind of what you get for being a pioneer. You are actually doing things. You're getting your comic out and stuff. You're living your life.
I can call myself a pioneer. I'm not the first person who did this ever.
Oh, come on. You know what I
I
mean.
just have had really bad luck.
Your word just does sound pretty ass kissy.
That does sound a little like hoity-toity. But yeah, it's fine. I'm used to having to go through shit, and I can take it. I'm the meat shield. This is why I like playing the meat shield in games.
Oh, really?
Not necessarily the meat shield. I like playing the damage monster. Yeah, I like playing the damage gun. Not so much the meat shield, because I'm not empathetic enough, and I don't care about my teammates enough to be just the meat shield. But I will do damage, and almost all of my characters are really good at damage.
Because I was going to say, being a shield doesn't mean being conscious of others. I think you're just very vengeful. So you just like to do everything out in your way, and just what is that? How do you say it? Not get off, but
I get off.
How do you say that when you just are trying to vent everything else outside of the game?
To vent your anger. Something.
Oh, I guess that's the way to say it, right? What? So, like, my play style looks like I'm trying to vent all the shit that I have to deal with in daily life. That's
I mean, you're
accurate.
always playing with
Yes.
really angry characters that are angry at the world or everything, and they just.
It's not that bad. No, that's
Oh,
not
no,
true,
it's
everyone.
fine. Every archetype is useful for storytelling. It's just that being pissed off and resentful does also promote a resentful world around you.
Well, let's see. I have some characters who are. I think you're just definitely my ranger is. I have my cute little Zill isn't pissed off and revengeful. Torque didn't start out that way either. But yeah, it's I prioritize being able to do damage because I don't know. It's like I want to be competent, right? And everyone plays the game for different reasons. Some people play role-playing games, and I recognize that's why I like it. It's for the sake of role-playing, to learn how to role-play better, and I think it helps me as a writer. It has helped me as a writer a lot. But at the end of the day, it's like I realized the kind of characters I like playing are, I want to be the damage doer. I need to be like competent and good at what I'm doing, and like somewhat independent. I like being a really independent character, and that's why I really like rangers. My main guy is a ranger, so yeah.
I always wonder. I really gotta check into like 5e and stuff because whenever I listen to those videos on YouTube about it, like everybody bitches about rangers in D&D, like talking about
right. Apparently, 5e ranger sucks.
Yeah, so like I really wonder, like, because you never know. Maybe people are just really whiny, and like maybe like rangers are good. Because like I can only see it through like 3.5 and Pathfinder. It's just like rangers are pretty competent, and pretty good. So I was like, I really wonder, like, are they really bad, or is everybody just like really whiny because they don't have maybe spells and stuff?
I don't know. I've never played a ranger in 5e. I've only played a barbarian, but
Right.
well, everyone says it sucks, so
That's a real shame because like I can see why in Pathfinder like the ranger is so powerful. ACN we just because I've been in a big kick to revisit the Lord of the Rings. We've been rewatching the movies, and AC and I just before she was not perceiving a lot of the stuff that was going on, she was like, "Geez, like Aragorn is freaking powerful. Did he just fend off like three of the Nazgul with just like a torch and a non-magic sword?"
I think it was more than 3, honestly.
Yeah. So we're like watching that. I was like, yeah, I mean, and he just knows everything.
Favorite enemy Nazgul. That's why
Right?
he's probably a favorite terrain.
Yeah, so like he just like fends all these guys out without a party really, because all the halflings are just being tumbling over themselves. He like knows all the lore. He knows how to track everything and avoid encounters and stuff, and also gets to be a face. And I was just like, yeah, I mean, it really reflects how I feel about Rangers and Pathfinder. They're just really powerful with all those skill ranks and full BAB.
Oh, I love Rangers. Rangers are so good. So good.
I agree.
The only thing is Aragorn would be like a ranger with actually high charisma. That's not like the standard ranger. That's just him because he has like a special bloodline and shit. But yeah, like that's the one detriment, and something I've suffered for is rangers get usually a charisma is a dump stat, but also you get like I'm also playing a character with like especially bad charisma.
Yeah, like you never leaned into it. Like I was thinking back about events through their campaign with your main ranger guy. It's like, yeah, like Irene really did like every save choice. She was like, I could take the save choice or increase my damage. every step of the way was like, yeah, I'll go for more damage because that's working for me.
Oh damn it! You saw through my ruse. It's my plan all along. It wasn't. I've been totally honest. I want EXP and I want damage. Give it to me.
This is why Irene has played multiple barbarians.
Well, Only 2? Oh, 3. Right. Huh. Wait, this might be a thing. Yeah, I never even thought about that. Oh, that's weird. I don't even like playing barbarians that much. One of them was like a pre-made character that I didn't build that I have since taken on. But well, the barbarians are cool, but I don't like that they don't have like a lot of knowledge skills, and it don't tend to be smart characters, or it's hard to play them as a smart character, or like when they rage are just like idiots. I don't know. I like having some brains in there. I like the whole like survival aspect of rangers.
It is true.
Skill monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like skill monkeys, right? I like skill monkeys, and rogues are cool too, but rogues in Pathfinder are really squishy, and I'm that really bothers me.
She wants to.
I want to be good at everything, is what I'm saying.
I mean, I like how barbarians are like tough and they can hit hard, but I don't like that they have weaknesses. Like they don't know stuff.
Oh, hush.
What if I could have the strength of a barbarian, have the smarts of a wizard, and also have the skills of a ranger? Like that would be a completely balanced class. That's just what I'm looking for. It's not so much to ask for.
Well, only my one ranger by happenstance has like insane amounts of intelligence, but that's not normal.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You did make me a huge nerd.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Irene was saying like she likes to play characters with more intelligence, and it is very, very true. Irene has played some dumb characters before. She gets really impatient.
Oh, so hard. I sound like stuck up, like, playing stupid characters is hard. That's not what I'm saying, but it's just, if I have to act dumber than I already am, it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh my god. So for like, this is a fun story. For like one session or like half a session, Nick gave us an option to play, because of some fuckery that happened in the module. He assigned us like some GM PCs that he had been playing, and I was given a healer, this woman she's like a cleric and a healer, and this old woman, and I hated it so much. It was so horrible. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but I didn't know how to play it. And I think if I had time to think about it beforehand, I would have done it better, but it was just so difficult for me. It's like I can't run into the battlefield because I'm like squishy, and I barely have any spells left, and all my spells are like defensive, and I can't hurt anybody. Oh no, what do I do when I can't cause damage? Like my brain just broke.
You were so angry through that whole session. I just had to.
I'm sorry.
I just had to look the other way because you were just so bitter, just flinging just anger at the whole group.
I was so mad. Bless Nick for putting up with me. But please, oh my god. I'm not averse to playing a cleric again, but I need to like prepare, because I think I need to like mentally prepare for it. And like I just didn't know what to do, and I felt so fucking useless because I never played a cleric before. I had played an oracle, but oracles are different. And also I have an oracle, but my oracle is a half orc, and he's really tough. So he didn't have a lot of offensive spells for a while, but
it's very easy to be deceived by like the name of an oracle, but they're actually very versatile classes.
Yeah, they are.
Because the thing is just with them, it's just that they don't marry themselves to anything, so you can really make them into anything. They can be like necromancers, they can be damage dealers, they can be faces, they can be rogues, they can be anything. It's just that you really have to focus them, because the class themselves doesn't do it by itself.
Right. Yeah, I think more so than the Magus, because a lot of people want to play sort of like battle casters. I've had a great time playing an Oracle, and it took some work, but and I don't think I'd be able to do this with the Cleric, because even the Cleric and the Oracle share a lot of spells in Pathfinder. They're quite different when it comes down to play style. And yeah, like the spell, I was never into spell casting classes because I'm more a melee person, but Oracles are cool.
Yeah,
they can do a lot.
Class they're one of those few casters that's actually kind of useful to multi-class, just because if you actually like
Oracles?
Yeah, if you min-max the whole like curse and revelations thing, you don't really need to focus on the spell casting. You can multi-class them into separate things just to max out other classes with them. Because they're just so like unfocused that it's just really easy to do so. You're going to be a little bit weaker, but you can always let the trades.
Well, you have to take like an oracle, like a curse, and a
Revelation.
It's not a revelation. So that kind of flavors your oracle. But there are so many different curses and revelations that you can flavor that however you want. You can be like, I want a roguey one, or I want like sort of more healery one. You can flavor it to what you want. Let's see. Oh no, people have found my old art from. Should I pull up my DeviantArt? You guys want me to pull up my DeviantArt? Let's laugh at my old work, shall we?
Sure.
Let's do that! Yay! All right. All right. That's what we're gonna do today. Let's see. What is my old? Where the fuck is this shit? This will be fun. You guys ready? You guys ready for this shit? Did they drop out? I can't hear AC and Nick, or is it just me? My art history.
On a tangent talking about booze.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'd be happy to buy some Baileys next time.
Yeah, nice. We don't have like just a sweet. I think it would be nice to just have a sweet tasting one to get drunk with.
Yes. All right, I'm ready. Oh, why are you looking at my artwork? I thought we were looking at yours.
Because I stopped sharing, so I just pulled yours up. My gosh. Oh no. Oh, that looks cool. You finally got the handle right. Hold on, I was trying to sign into DeviantArt. Okay, here we go. All right. You guys ready for this? Yay! My old Deviant. Well, it's not my old. I had an old account that was like much older. If you really dig, you can find it buried deep in DeviantArt somewhere. But this is my second account, and I didn't even realize I updated. I must have updated it sometime last year because this is like art from last year. So here we go.
Man, it's been so long since I've been on DeviantArt. I do not recognize this layout. It's so foreign to me.
Yeah, they changed so like when I was using DeviantArt and around the same time you guys were. It was like this green, right? This kind of like gray green color everywhere. Yeah. And I don't even go on anymore. I update it probably like once a year just because I should update my art station on DeviantArt, but I don't really like. I focus on my websites, but not these. I'm like, maybe I should update my online portfolios. So there's a Catwoman, and this is a Baba Yaga. This is a Baba Yaga I did a while ago. Hold on, let me make the screen bigger. When did I do this? This was like.
Oh, that was
a few months ago.
Yeah, that was not too long ago. I thought that you were showing the old one that you did in college.
Oh, geez.
Oh yeah, I did another Baba Yaga in college. That was old, but this is like kind of a redo of the same one.
We're doing some kind of one of our schoolmates was doing this monsters and like myths scene, and that's what Irene had made for it. She had made a picture of Baba Yaga. I actually probably have that scene still lying around in our collection.
Yeah. I should have some old art from college too, so let me see if I pull that up. Yeah. Pretty proud of this Yaga.
I still back. It was really fun doing that little comic about the alligator man.
Oh yeah.
I think it was one of the first instances we actually collaborated on pencils and inks.
Yeah, it was. It was one of our first collaborations. Yeah.
Here's an Attack on Titan piece. This is for my Patreon. I need to catch up on the fan art for it. I know everybody who's a patron. I'm so sorry. I'll definitely catch up on the fan art, but I've been dealing with a lot of shit this week. Yeah, so there you go. Here's one of the pieces. This is in black and white. I did a couple of Attack on Titan pieces.
The series.
Yeah.
It was really
get back to it.
Yeah, I was really liking the current season. Spaced on.
Me too. I haven't. I didn't watch the last season, so I have to watch it. So no spoilers. Here's Storm. This is like the first iteration of the chapter 1 cover, and like I was like, it's fine, but it's not good enough, and I spent like months just tweaking it. I was like, I can't figure out how to make this look cooler, and finally I did that. I don't have the final version posted here, but the final one has like a red background. It looks a lot better. This is what I mean by I fucking suck at colors. Like it takes me a long time. I don't have like a good instinct for it. But anyways. There you go. Oh, this is like a 6 fan arts I did. Let's look at some old shit. Hold on, this is all like
right. I don't know why you're showing all of your new stuff.
I just went into the gallery and clicked through the new stuff. Okay, here we go. Alrighty, here's the old. Here we go. Ooh, okay. This is from high school. So this is my first shot at doing 3D modeling, and somehow I got like a bootleg copy of Maya, and I just like. It was like really basic bitch shit. I just did a bunch of bubbles and made a little robot. So this is something I did in high school. I thought of going into 3D modeling and game art for a while, but obviously I decided to not do that and do comics instead. But here you go. Robot! It's robot. Cute little robot. Yay. And this is also from high school. So this isn't really any story to it. I just want to design a cool character. It's actually a sketchbook piece that I scanned and I colored. Oh, yeah. Yep. I think like most of these, this and let me see. This one. Yeah, this is from senior year of high school. This is all stuff I submitted for. Oh, no, this is from college. But no, this is also from college. I'm wrong. This is from college, but this and this are from high school. Yeah, and this is actually a traditional piece. Nice and emo. Can you tell I was a giant emo? And yeah, I think I was dumb because my art teacher told me that like, you should do like what art schools want to see are like still life paintings and life drawings. So I didn't actually submit my more fantasy or anime work like this. And I got like waitlisted from like almost every art school I applied to except for SCAD. So which is fine because I wanted SCAD was my first choice, but RISD also waitlisted me because they're like, this bitch doesn't have any life drawings, she just has a bunch of anime shit. This is also back when nobody like thought anime art was like
they're also just like, oh, okay, so like hardcore emo anime. It's like, I don't know, we kind of filled our quota.
Probably right. It's not like the most original shit ever, is it? But this is a traditional. I don't fucking know where the original is either.
23rd hot shirtless boy with angel wings covered in chains.
Hey, listen, whatever made you think that was my prerogative back then? Huh? Whatever made you think that? Oh, so offended. So this is from college, just like a digital painting. I remember in freshman year of college, it was really frustrating because even though because my portfolio was good, I got a couple of credits knocked off, so I didn't have to take a couple of classes, but I still had to take a lot of like basic courses like drawing 2 and color theory and like 3D, like basic 3D art, and which is basically just the most like abstract sculpture.
Dude, yeah, I think I had to take drawing 1.
Me too. I wasn't able to knock anything out, and I had I had live drawing stuff in there because like I did like months of live drawing in preparation for college, like with a with a personal teacher.
Wow!
Like,
holy shit!
I had what do you call that? With like drawing fruit and stuff.
Oh, still life.
Yeah, so, that's still life. Yeah.
I had a lot of perspective drawings just to make a portfolio with this. They didn't knock out anything. Oh, and also I had my I forget what it's called. It was like here, I don't know if in the US is the same thing, but we have like this kind of graduation project from high school where we have to like do like the whole year, one big, essentially write a book.
A thesis.
Yeah, a thesis. Thank you. Yeah, I had like
no, we don't have that
on doing comics, and it's because I had experience in like DeviantArt because I led that in SDL. I had like the whole group of like professional artists and stuff that like somehow I ended up like as the leader of this group. And I I just had like a whole book of like, oh, this is my experience like leading people, and I learned a lot about comic books and graphic design and like history and all that. So I was like, this might help out for some credits. Like, it didn't knock out anything. I had to pay full for everything.
Gosh.
That sucked, dude. Man, yeah, I'm sorry to hear. I don't even know how I got half because I did have a scholarship. I got half off, which is very lucky because literally art school is so expensive. My parents save a lot of money, but they could only afford to pay that like half of it, and I still had to. I worked all through college to pay for my own expenses. Dude, it's so much freaking money. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
I got
but
to
yeah,
take one prerequisite class.
How did you
because
guys fucking skip prerequisites? I was so
oh, sweetie.
well, I'm so pissed that I had to take any prerequisites because I don't know.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. Like,
I mean, so I'm like, if I'm actually learning something, great. I don't care if it's the prerequisite, but I wasn't learning shit. I was desperate to learn something. It's like all the other freshmen were fucking partying, but I was sitting in the computer lab every evening, like looking at the seniors doing their senior projects and trying to learn from them. Like, it was like the weirdest fucking freshman. I was like, all the classes I'm taking are like drawing 1 or color theory. Like, let's literally take crayons and color in the blocks to learn like how the color gradients work. That was kind of shit I was doing at the college level.
You know what? That was actually really useful for some of us.
I'm trying to make a point. I didn't learn anything from it. But I'm glad it was useful for you, AC.
Oh boy.
So moving on, yeah. So this is something I did just on my own time freshman year, and this is also, I don't know, this is for like drawing 2 or something. I forgot what the assignment was, but I was just like, let me just be really extra and make it extra super detailed. This is all, that's traditional, by the way. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah. Let me see. This was also another piece. Do I have a year for that? This must be like 2008. I think it was in 2008. Oh my god, we're old. Here's another one. Go, another thing for drawing. Just a lot of shit for like drawing class. I'm sorry, Davina. Yeah, I'm sure like some of the basic drawing courses were useful for some people, but at the end of the day, I do think art school just wants your money, and
it's true.
Yeah, they do. Oh yeah, no, here's a
Like, I remember like going into life drawing and be like, oh man, this is super helpful. Even like drawing 1, I realized, oh, this is why they didn't let me skip this class. You know, I had stuff to learn there. But then there were like the things that they were prerequisites for everybody. I remember having like a film student, and like they're just like other students with just random different majors like photography and stuff. They're like, I don't know why I'm in this class.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't have to take photography. Thank God. I was like, why the fuck am I also had to like, there's a psych class apparently. At least when I enrolled in SCAD.
Yeah.
There was a psych class. I got to skip that, but that's because I got a really high grade in AP Psych in high school. I don't know why, but I guess I'm good at Psych.
I don't remember. I remember there being like a prerequisite like math class. But,
oh yeah, I got to skip that too because, well, American math class is like bullshit. It's so easy. Of course we're gonna skip that. My God, you guys are doing like algebra in 12th grade. What is up with your education system? Here's a comic I started in high school and didn't finish until college. There you go.
Trying to look closely.
Oh,
right, because you really like that kind of cyberpunkish manga.
Yeah, it was.
What's it
was kind of that. Oh, Blame.
Blame, yeah, right.
Yeah. It was kind of that style, but also it was actually influenced by this sort of artsy I can't even remember the name, but I went to summer camp somewhere in Maryland, and we went to an art exhibition, and this one person there had a comic on exhibit. I actually found the book when I was in the SCAD library, but I forgot the name of the book because I'm smart like that. I'm sure if I do a deep dive, I can find it again. But it's like this obscure indie book, and it's all black and white, and it's all these mood shots of a city, I think of Boston. And I was really inspired by that. So I kind of did a short black and white comic that was like really moody, and it's about this kid wandering through this. It's basically supposed to be New York. It's like a homeless kid wandering through New York, and it's like a really sad story because I was a depressed emo kid. But so this is the first comic I did. Oh, good times, good times.
As you can see, Irene has always had extremely detailed art.
Yeah, man, my perspective was so bad though.
Yeah.
That was one thing I definitely learned in college. There you go. Yeah, I was good at detail, but sort of. So this was like traditionally drawn, but I did the shading in Photoshop.
I'm honestly really impressed at like just how much effort you put into this, how much drama there is in here. Really good use of black and white a lot of the time. So
Well, thank you. I had no idea what I was doing, but I appreciate it. I love black and white comics. It's just so moody, but there's so much mood you can do to it. You can do with it. Yeah, I wish the American market was more open to that. Yeah, so sad little story. There you go. Oh, that page got a little better. Went way overboard with the detail. Anyways, I'll fast forward.
I actually really like how dramatic this is. This is just drawn really dramatically. It's like it might just be like cringy. I don't know. Just like everything is sad and depressing kind of a story, but it's like there's a lot of really good panel layouts and it's very dramatic.
Did you girls watch when Square Enix tried to do a Final Fantasy movie?
You mean was it called? Was it Lost Children or something?
I think it's Advent Children.
Advent Children, yeah.
It kind of makes me Irene's comic kind of makes me think of a lot of the setup in that movie. Just like a bunch of abandoned kids on these gray cities looking up to the sky. Something, drug addiction or like magic or something.
I did see that. No, I did see the movie, like FF7 movie.
Yeah, I think of that.
Very sad. Down goes. So this, I don't think this was printed. I have the digital version up on my Gumroad, I think. I should have it at least. If I don't, let me know. I just assume nobody's interested because it's so old and I hate it because it's old work. But I don't know. If you guys like it, I can like throw it in as a free ash can or something with chapter 2. Why not? Literally work I did. I was 19 when I did, but if you guys want it, I will print it. It's literally will. It's fine.
It seems very unrelated to the project.
Wait, Irene, you have that stuff in you have those files still in print size?
Yes.
Wow.
I keep everything. You never know. And the last few pages were color. And it was really sad. Okay, anyway, so here's another fantasy thing. This may or may not be a very early iteration of like a Ragna-esque character that has carried over until now.
Oh yeah, kind of looks like it.
Yeah. So I kind of always like drawing like kind of like always like a little tan, but like kind of magical shaman-y girl characters. It's kind of been a thing. And finally I figured out like it morphed into this character in my comic. So yay.
So like you saw it on her emo dude with angel wings, but like look at the fur here. Like every single little teensy weensy tuft of fur is drawn. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That was one of the things I had to work on in college. I was always good at detail because I'm very patient, but I wasn't good at perspective or structure. So that's something I slowly learned throughout college and also visual storytelling, obviously. Like detail has never been a problem for me, though.
Yeah, that's so weird because you always wore like the perspective girl back when you were in college.
I think there was like a few months where I suddenly just got it and I got really good at it because I've never been afraid of drawing backgrounds. But the thing is, I didn't even know how to grid up because I didn't have formal training at all until college.
I don't think anybody did, dude.
Huh?
I don't think anybody did before college.
Well, I guess I think some people. Some people did because like I know in America some high schools have art departments. Like, well, it's like rich kids and they get to go to really good high schools, but they have like art specialized departments and you can basically major in a subject in high school.
Oh yeah.
No, we didn't get that.
My school had an art department, but it was.
Yeah, mine did too.
Really, like,
it's just bullshit to just draw people.
I had some art classes, like after school classes, but it wasn't like no training at all. But it wasn't really much. I'm a hoarder confirmed. No, I just keep my old shit. Oh, hold on. Chimera said he found the people who. Hold on. Oh, there you go. There you go. Summoners Online. Hey, oh, you found my old DeviantArt, the one that I had before this account. Oh shit, that's a really cringy one. Yay!
That's the one we wanted to see from the beginning.
Well, I was signed into this one, so
wanted you to earn it.
here's another thing from like college. Summoner Wars. Is that one it? I don't know. Summoners Online. We'll take a look. And I'm just curious. I'm honestly like don't send these people angry messages. This was years ago, but so I was a really big Linkin Park fan, so I did this. Here we go.
Is it a Linkin Park reference?
It's their Meteor. Was it Meteora? No, it was Hybrid Theory. It was similar to their Hybrid Theory cover.
Oh, okay.
Their album cover, yeah.
Looks nice.
Bunch of other shit. Yeah, this is all kind of freshman year-ish. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, comic strips.
Breezing by all of these comic strips.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't want anybody to read them. I remember.
Well,
I remember also.
You can go on and read it on your own.
College.
What?
I remember finding some of these ones back when we were in college when people were talking to me about Irene.
Oh, yeah. This was a thing I did in college. I would do these like short comic strips in this style. So it was like random slice of life stuff. But I guess it was a thing. Oh yeah, this was I was working in a Chinese restaurant. This was all back from Savannah. Talking about how hellish it was to work in a Chinese restaurant with a shit ton of people yelling at you. People bringing their babies to the restaurant, which sucked. Anyhow. Oh, the one with the power lines? Let's see. I guess I was like decently good at covers back then. I don't know what happened. It's like I was good for a while, then it started sucking. Yeah, this is for an anthology from college. This is also freshman year.
Thank you, John. No, not slice of life.
Listen.
Such a minority about that. I can usually take it when we're hanging out with our friends. Like nobody else likes slice of life, but when we do it on the street, like, man, why am I the only one that likes this stuff?
Apparently, you're not. Irene is a closeted slice of life.
Oh yes, I'm closeted about it. I need to come out about my love for slice of life. Yeah, that's what I'll do next time. Fiendish is gonna turn into a slice of life comic. I'm gonna embrace my true inner self. I'm just kidding. That's never gonna happen.
Just like make a whole Indigo campaign about you doing a slice of life where you bitching about home renovation.
It's just me bitching about my life constantly. Yeah. Oh, I did some comics in Chinese. I forgot about that. There you go. I think that was during summer break. It's my when I was your age. Let's see. Oh, that was fun.
What was that?
Oh, that was a menu that I did for a friend's restaurant.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
so I did it from scratch. I crumpled paper. I used acrylics to like dye it brown, photographed it, kind of created. I photographed the coffee beans, created this repeat pattern, and photographed all the items over. It was just like all these items were like household items from my parents' house. All these nice little cups and like the little like plates and stuff and little like trinkets. And I photographed all those and I photoshopped it all together so for their menu. I was resourceful.
That sounds pretty
Oh, it was fun. This is a piece that has been ripped off so many fucking times. If you see somebody with a tattoo of this, which has happened before, be sure to please yell at them. Because this has been, I've literally walked into tattoo shops and just seen it on their wall. And I was like, that's my work. And I know there's a lot of like tiger tattoo things. I literally have seen this exact one. Like, I drew that.
That's a common pose too.
I know it is, but no, literally this piece printed out. Like I am sure it is mine. So it has happened.
Oh,
the history of people ripping off your art online. It just happens. It just happens.
Yeah, well, when it's tattoos, like, there's always this, like, people actually putting in their portfolio for that, but then there's also just people that are hunting down for something, so they just grab some random picture from online.
Yeah, I know, but, I think people are more aware of, like, giving artists credit now.
Yeah.
Definitely not back in the... Oh, this was when... Hey, this was our first sequential 101 class. Remember when we had to do like the 3? So the one, like the first exercise they have you do when you actually start taking classes for your major is you're supposed to do one story idea and expand it from a 3-panel comic to a 1-page comic and then to a 3-page comic. So this is the 3-page comic version of that.
Was that the one where like they also just like we had it with Chris, so I think the deal with us was just like he did that in the game. It's just like the last one where you have to really extend it. You kind of have to do it overnight, so as to really push you to have to do all-nighters for it.
I don't remember if I did. Well, I basically didn't sleep in college, so I don't know. But yeah, I had Nolan for this class, so my experience is probably different from yours.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So this is a 3-pager. It's about a guy who... It was kind of inspired by the Korean movie Spring, Summer, Fall, Winter, and Spring. And also from like another sort of like Chinese folktale. But it's basically about a kid who grows up with their parent or guardian or something, and then they become rebellious and they leave, and then eventually they come back and are regretful. So this is the same story, and this kid who had a conflict, who grew up under a monk, and he had a lot of conflict with his monk, with like his mentor. So he decided to leave the temple, and years later he came back to grieve the monk. That's it. Yay. Oh, there you go. Okay. Where is the old cringe? Oh, here. Oh, yeah. This is the some sculpture stuff I did. I sold this to some like... There was like a school fair, and some like old guy in a tie and suit was like, I want to buy that, and put it on my office desk. And I was like, sure, I'll sell it to you for $200. I should have charged him way more, but again, I was like 19. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. This is why I should charge more for your work, guys, because I've been ripped off before, and you shouldn't. Learn from my experiences.
I guess so. At the same time, like that's kind of how you figure out pricing, though, because when you're young, you don't really have like a community to really get that info out. You kind of feel it out, and you realize how easy people might respond to some of those and figure out your prices.
Yeah, but also it also helps to have someone who's realistic and willing to give you suggestions for how you should price your stuff, so you don't get fucked over as much. Which I would love to do that for other people. It's because I know that a lot of young artists don't have that. Oh, here are some pages from what the fuck, like a Marvel script I did for college. Yeah. So these are the samples. These are among the samples I sent to Marvel, and so for some reason they still put me on Gwenpool. Weird, right? Funny. Very boring. What? ...
Funny, right, guys?
Yeah, so funny. Yeah. Oh, here's the Punisher pages. These are the
Oh
ones
yeah.
I keep on mentioning. Yeah, yeah.
I do not. I
It's
not
just
really.
it's because I was
Of course
sitting
you
next to her when she was doing that.
Oh, okay.
Here you go. Yep. I drew faces weird back then. Of course, I hate it, but you know, all artists hate their old work. I like this page. This is fun. This is a fun ending. Do you know so dangerous? It is dangerous.
It was really weird seeing Irene draw rough guys.
Why? I can
Even
draw
now,
rough.
it's just really weird seeing me draw rough guys.
Oh my gosh, I can draw gruff guys. It's a thing.
I remember
I
that
don't.
illustration.
I don't just draw pretty boys and pretty girls. Okay, you can do other things as well. Oh yeah, this is more from like junior year, senior year, junior year. I don't remember. Almost all of this was for Nolan's class. Oh, Nolan was one of our professors. I had him for pretty much every single fucking class. It was wild. Anyhow, you guys want to see more? I feel like this is boring. Oh, there's X23. There you
As
go.
opposed to
I like
just seeing you move around your pen.
That's all. That's all it is, right? Nobody wants to see drawing
Well,
being done.
you are like
right.
breezing past everything. I mean, the difference between
It's
going
just-
through your DeviantArt on your own versus like listening to you talk about your work. That's what the
Okay.
purpose of this is. I think the real thing is
Okay.
about your work.
Well, I don't have anything to say. This is a commission. These are some book. These are old characters that I was gonna do a crime story based in Hong Kong off of. That never happened. This is a character from an old, like this was the first webcomic I did. It's a comic called Shaman Child, and I basically never finished it just because it was. I felt like I structured the theme. Like I liked the general idea of it. Like I've always been really fascinated with. Can you tell? I've been fascinated with like shaman stuff and like kind of pagan cultures and all that shit. And the story was interesting, I think, but there were a lot of details I didn't think through enough at first. And I also feel like I was pressured by because like when I was graduating college, a lot of professors were on the YA train and they're like, you should do YA because that's the thing that sells. And I was like, well, the story kind of it's a coming of age story with a teenage character. So I guess I should make it more like the vibe more YA. But that made me really unhappy. Like, I don't, just because I have a younger character, I felt constrained with the way I was approaching the story. And I realized that after a couple of years. So I just stopped drawing it. But anyways, this is some art from that. Yeah. And here's the character. I actually modeled this guy in 3D. This was for animation class. This a zombie character for another. Yeah, yeah. I don't think I have the sculpt on here.
I never saw that. I saw your design for that because I think it was posted on the whiteboards outside of the character design area, but I never saw the 3D version of it.
Oh, right. Well, the 3D that was for animation class, so I think
Right.
I don't think that the comic department never put the 3D one up on their board because it had nothing to do with comics. Oh, Splat Guts asks, what is status of Tears of the Color? But no, it's not a dumb question at all. I guess if you come in late. Yeah, for anyone who came in late, yeah, we kind of devolved into just looking at my old DeviantArt and cringy shit. But the color book should be printing soon because what has happened is the printer apparently just does not have the paper. But I've told them that they can use any paper that is not like complete garbage, and I just need to get the books printed. So they have told me that they have 70-pound paper, and 70-pound. I originally ordered 100-pound paper, but 70-pound is the average, like normal comic paper thickness, which is what you would get on if you like the average DC and Marvel comic, and I wanted to be fancy and go with something thicker, but they're just not getting that stock. There's a huge paper shortage. So they just told me today that they have enough 70-pound paper to print my book, and I told them to go ahead. So today we were adjusting the spine of the book, because now the book will be like physically thinner, not less pages, of course, but it'll just be thinner because the paper is slightly thinner, and it has to be down to like the 1/10 of an inch. It has to be exact for the printing. So I sent that off to them, and tomorrow I'm expecting to hear either I have to edit the spine more or we should be going to print. So that's the update. And I will be posting an update on Indiegogo tomorrow to let you guys know if we're going to print. I hope that helped. Finally, moving forward. This is fun. Remember Generate? 24-hour comic day?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is from that. So in college, we had 24-hour comic day. And at our school, it was called Generate. And it's this weird thing where I know like a lot of comic artists, it's sort of like an event across the comic sphere where people will challenge themselves, like this one event every year. It's like Inktober, right? To draw a comic within 24 hours. So at our college, as far as I know, the comic department started doing this whole like 24 hours draw a comic challenge, and the people who finished or who won, because the people who finished would all be judged by the professors, and then the winner would have like a little reward or something. Like it was usually like, oh, a Wacom tablet or like a program or something. And then the other majors started copying us. So the animation department was like, make an animation in 24 hours. And the game department was like, make a game within 24 hours. So that was, and then like for illustration, it was like, well, bitch, of course you can make an illustration in 24 hours. So that's what it was. And it was like a huge yearly event in college. And this was the one I did in senior year, I think. I participated every year. And I did finish, but the first few ones were shit. The third year, I did a sculpture and I finished it. So I didn't do a comic, I did a sculpture. But this is, so yeah, here you go. This is the...
Yeah, the rule was that you had to do 24 pages, a comic that was
right.
pages in 24 hours.
Right, I forgot to mention, it has to be 24 pages and it has to be like done. Like they didn't say like inked, but just it has to be presentable, right? It doesn't have to be inked or colored. It's up to you, but it has to be done. So here you go. And this is sort of like another hint of like the dark otherworldly monsters thing. Oh fuck, do I have other pages on? I don't. Oh well, I guess we're not seeing that.
Awfully detailed for like a single page. In any case, like the furthest I got, I think, was like maybe 14 pages into it before I realized I just was not going to make the deadline and just gave up. But even then, like my drawings were super simplistic.
I think that was the first couple years I did it, and then this year I just realized what would work for me was to use a brush and just brush everything and go really loose. And like I didn't even roll out my panel borders. I was like freehanding everything. And
I really wanted to be able to do that, but I realized like after like the first year, I just didn't have the focus to make something that I was happy at any point. So and I was too slow. So. But I really liked the environment where everybody was, together and working on something.
Yeah.
So I would just go there, even if I was not actually participating in dinner. That was free energy drinks and food. So I would just sit there and just work all night with everybody, but just not try and do the contest because it was just too much for me.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, it was fun because, well, you had to do it in person, at the school. So the school would be open like 24 hours, and because they had to see you doing the work, but they would order pizza. It was like free food, free coffee for 24 hours. It was like so much fun. It was great. I loved it.
It was it was fun for the first 12 hours or so.
I loved it.
I loved it. It was great. Like the last couple of hours when you've just been up and you've been like focusing for like 22 hours and your mind is just gone and you're like crunching to get it done. I loved that. It was such a challenge. It was like helpful too. I think everyone should try something like that.
It definitely is a really big help to like get you crunching.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Here's some art from that webcomic I talked about, Shaman Child. Yeah, here we go. Old art. Oh, this is for like Nolan's coloring class. This was senior year. It's one of something in my senior portfolio. So long ago. We're so old. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you tell I like... Oh yeah, so I drew this character earlier and this is the sculpture. I showed you guys this last week though. Well, it was on the member stream, I think. But yeah, so this is a sculpture I did of this character I designed.
Oh, hey, that's pretty. Oh, your sculptures are always so good.
I need to get back to it. I actually really love sculpting. It's just I haven't done it in a while.
Can't sculpt at all.
Well, it's more that you just don't like getting messy.
I don't. But that doesn't mean there are ways of sculpting that isn't messy.
It's called practice.
Burn. Here's some stuff for environments class. Yo, that class was such a disaster. I don't mean to be mean, but like there were a lot of people who just... I feel bad. I don't want to be mean, but it was bad because there were so many people who just never got perspective. And the point of the class was to learn perspective. And there are people who like, it wasn't that they needed improvement, because that's normal. That's why you're in art school. It was people who weren't willing to learn. Like there were a couple people, I don't know if it's just my experience in our class, but I remember it was like, it broke records how many people Nolan failed for that environment class. So many people failed it because it was basic shit. Like he said towards the end of the quarter, like, I want to teach you guys some more advanced stuff, like 3-point perspective. Well, I think we got to 3-point perspective, but in the end, like, and he was like, he wanted to teach us curvilinear and like some more perspective stuff, but we never got around to it because there were so many people that were hung up, like couldn't even do 2-point perspective. It was so bad.
Yeah, well, you know what? I feel like that's actually, when we're talking about those prerequisite classes, I feel like that's a failing on their part, because that was part of the fundamentals that you're supposed to learn before going on to the sequential art classes. And because those did not push enough to actually instill it in you, it weakened you for when you actually got to those further classes, and you could have learned more. But I remember, some you know, there's some good teachers, but there are a lot of the ones in fundamentals that would just like kind of just okay you and just keep moving you, because they also didn't care about the basic classes. They were just kind of there to fill out time and cost you more money.
There were a lot of teachers who, especially in fundamentals, who kind of just didn't care, and it sucked. So yeah, that was like, it kind of sucked for me because I wanted to learn the more advanced stuff, but at the time I didn't get to do it. But oh yeah,
did you check out? I found a paper on how to do curvilinear perspective. Did you check it out?
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
No.
Talking to me.
I'm sorry. I should. Thank you. Okay, I've been preoccupied. I've been a little preoccupied, in case you didn't know.
Too preoccupied for your friends.
Oh, so sorry. Oh my gosh. I'll repent and check out the article you posted.
It's so cool. I tell you what, like I remember being really excited to learn about spherical perspective. And I remember that we learned just a teensy bit of it. And I haven't found anybody that actually just teaches how it works. Like they always just stop at the horizon line, and I don't know why. I'm like, what if we look at something that's beyond the horizon line? Like, I want to know where it goes, and they just didn't teach you how to do it. So anyway, I don't know if that was like my specific class or whatever, but it's just that nobody expects you to actually learn that stuff in detail, but it's so useful if you actually do.
Right. I don't think spherical is hard. You just take a sphere and grid up and draw. But I think curvilinear is like in the next step beyond that. That is
well,
really
that's what
hard.
I'm saying. It's like spherical perspective is just like, so long as you're drawing within the sphere, then you're good. But it's like, what if you draw outside of it? Then that starts getting wonky. Anyway, I found
improvise. It's whatever feels right.
Improvise? No.
Do you know what that means? Improvising outside of the rules.
Like trying to figure this out and trying to figure out how this stuff works. And I remember like on some of my first projects, like I remember there's like a shot in like Death Follows, like the first real book that I did, that I was like doing a fisheye perspective, and I'm like, wait a minute, why doesn't this work? What if I go beyond this? What is going on? And so I just had to eyeball it, and so I've been eyeballing things, and you know what? I had a page I did recently where it required, or it didn't require, it did not require it at all. I decided it was going to have like a ton of fisheye perspective on it, and that stuff saved me so good. It looked great.
It did look great.
Well, thank
Good job. It did look great. It's like, I'm making my life harder for myself.
I mean,
oh, here's another comic. I don't remember when I did this. I think it was also senior year. It's a short, like, 9-pager, I think. This is also on my Gumroad. If you go to my website, it should link you to it. I have like the PDF for sale, but yeah, this was cool. I still like this. This is one of the only old things I like. I thought this was a cool story. Yeah. Anyhow,
looks good.
Yay! Thank you. Okay, I think we're past the cringe. What do I do?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Boring.
Yeah, so boring. Oh, here's some pages from that webcomic. Yeah. Well, I'm too lazy to pull out the cringe, but if anybody else wants to.
Too lazy. Oh, okay.
I'm too lazy. It's so much work. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Down Go Solo. Yeah. I think I still have, I have my older comics on there, and I have the art book as well, the Regrowth art book. So I do have a digital store. I just don't really shill it a lot. Let's see. Oh yeah, this was a poster for a movie I liked. Lost Caution. Have you guys seen that? That's a good movie.
No, but I do remember you doing this illustration.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. There's not a lot of movies about this time period, but it's about like the Chinese Civil War era. And it's about basically like a group of college students who decide to take it upon themselves to infiltrate the government that they opposed. And yeah, and like it was the Republican era before the communists rose, and China was fighting the Japanese invasion, and it was a bunch of college students who were rebelling against the government. So this one college girl basically decided to pretend to be like this rich wife, and they were just playing around at it because they were theater students. They were all like actors. So they're like, yeah, we have political opinion. So let's this powerful man who's in the government, this general is in town. So let's pretend to be these like influential rich people and go to this dinner with him. And then this guy showed interest in the girl, even though she was like a college girl, but she didn't look like, she all dressed up in like a cheapo and like lipstick, and so she looked really mature. And basically he showed interest in her becoming his mistress. So then the group were like, oh, I guess we can actually, this will be an avenue. If you become his mistress, we can be in his inner circle. Maybe you can give us an opening to kill him. So she went through with it. Like she became his mistress, started sleeping with him, and all her friends played along, and there's like helped her kind of create this persona of like a rich young wife whose husband was away. But eventually, spoilers, they got found out, and it's like they were actually falling in love. They ended up like kind of like it becoming real.
Really?
Of course, yeah, it became almost like real at one point, but at the last minute before the assassination was going to happen, she just couldn't go through with it, and she like gave him like a hint, and he escaped, and she got caught, and they all got killed.
Oh damn.
But it's just yeah, it's like obviously it's a sad story, but like it was so well filmed. It was beautiful, and I love that time period. I don't see a lot of movies from that time period.
Was that the 40s or when is that?
40s, yeah. Chinese Civil War. Well, right before the Chinese Civil War. So like it was like a clusterfuck in the region. It was like World War II and then immediately Civil War.
Really?
Yeah, It was terrible. So yeah, I think like 43 or yeah, World War II actually. Yeah, it was during World War II because it was before the communists.
That
Yeah.
wasn't based on a true story, was it?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. Yeah, it was really good. Who was the director? I forgot who it was. Was it Ang Lee? No, it was someone else. It might have been him. I might be crazy, but in my mind, I keep thinking it's Ang Lee, but it's probably just because, like, in my mind, he's like the first director I can think of who does those kinds of films. Yeah. Anyhow, do you guys want to see some cringe? You want more cringe?
I mean,
How much
I
more
thought that
cringe
was
do
what
you
we were
want?
here for.
Fine. Okay. All right. Let's.
See your
Oh,
your
here's
face.
casino. Look, it's my casino game art. Wow. I am sufficiently drunk for this. I'm so glad I've been drinking this whole evening because holy shit. I am actually still really pissed, but I'm powering through it because of booze, and thank you all for putting up with me. This is the only reason I'm still sane. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh yeah. This is my old shit. There we go. Oh, wait. Where's that? This is it. This is the piece that guy never paid me for. Yeah, this is the I actually had a lot of follow remember, look at this. I had a lot of followers of this old ass account. I started this when I was like 13 or some shit back in like middle school. And yeah. And I don't remember why I migrated to a new account, but this is my oldest account. So it's for Summoner's card game, and I was like 15 or 6. I was 16 when I did this. They never fucking paid me. I mean, it's old art. It's not terrible, but they hired me for it. Should fucking pay me.
I mean, that's really good for a 15 or 16-year-old.
Well, thanks. I think it was obviously a lot to improve on, but I was working hard. I was working hard. Yeah, all this stuff.
Wow.
It doesn't zoom in because it's from like 2003 or something.
Oh, you literally uploaded it at that resolution.
Yeah, I uploaded it at a low resolution, so it doesn't zoom in. Let's see. Should I look at this? Here we go. There's some stuff from college. So there's that. Here's something from this when I was 15. Some more digital. It's the earliest digital stuff I did. Something emo stuff, dark emo suffering. Emo suffering.
Man, go back. Look at that hand.
What about it?
What do you mean, what about it?
What about the hand?
I don't know, Irene. I mean, maybe we're looking at a different hand, but I think those knuckles are pretty bad.
They're pretty. I mean, everything is bad. Everything is bad. This is old art. It's terrible.
Okay.
It's terrible. It sucks. This is older than that. This is, hold on, 2006. Yeah, this is when I was 16. Let's see what else is there. Or some really cringy shit. Here's some little profile pic. Oh my god, that is cringy. I apologize. That's so gross. I'm so sorry. This was fun. This was actually a traditional Chinese painting piece that I added some Photoshop glows onto. I painted this on.
John was asking, did you ever draw yourself? Well, first of all, John, did you miss the comics that Irene drew about her life and stuff?
Yeah, I would do like chibi. I'm not into portraits, but I did like chibi cartoons of myself during college. That's about it. So I took Chinese painting classes for a while back in Taiwan, and this was on Chinese painting paper, with like blue and black ink, and then I added like the glows and stuff in Photoshop. That was fun.
Wow.
Yeah, I was really into dark, gritty sci-fi and shit. That's about it. Oh yeah. Oh, here's another one. It's kind of not really a self-portrait, but kind of.
Pants.
Yeah. Oh my god. So emo. Holy crap. Oh.
I love it. I love how emo it is. I love those pants, all the bracelets and stuff. It's like you know exactly what time period this came from. That's great.
Yep.
I miss baggy pants.
Those like shoes.
I need to get myself
Yep.
baggy pants.
Yep. Those were the days, man. I had pants like that. I was such an emo kid. This is exactly well, besides for like probably minus a few of the belts. This is how I would dress. Like these weird zippered baggy pants and the tank top. Dark emo eyeliner.
I had some goofy emo pants too.
This is my attempt at a cartoon. It was not funny at all, but I tried. Moving on. You had what pants?
I had some like emo pants with the rivets and straps and stuff.
Yeah. I think like cargo pants were a thing back then, but every like mildly emo or scene kid would have like baggy pants with like rivets and belts everywhere. I had so many. Well, I went to summer camp in America almost every summer, so I'd pick up like 3 of those at every Hot Topic I could access. Those were the days. Javier, I've been drinking. I'm on like this is like my 10th glass of wine, my dude. I don't even know how I'm still being coherent right now.
Nick's been drinking. I've been abstaining tonight. We gotta get up so early, and I do not want to feel gross tomorrow morning.
Oh, you have to get up early?
I have a dentist appointment at 7 in the morning.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
sure. My dentist will appreciate it if I didn't have alcohol.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they've dealt with it before. Well, it's fine. Save your drinking for this weekend for our game.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna be playing this weekend?
I think so. Yeah. I'll play this weekend.
Yay.
I've gone like 2 weeks without playing. Just because I miss. I think I need the escapism. Like really, I do. I need it. Like I have a lot going on, but I fucking am feeling like I need to escape to somewhere. I also just like I want to hang out with friends for a while, but I need to not think about the clusterfuck that I'm dealing with. Like I'm glad the books are moving, but the house stuff is just a progressive string of people fucking me over, and I need a break because it's all I can think about all day, and it's really stressful.
Right, Yvonne, you're here too. Are you playing?
You're screaming at him on a public stream. Are you playing?
He didn't answer. I asked him in the group chat. He didn't answer.
This is the tradition. This is actually a sketchbook piece. The colored one you saw before. I scanned it and I colored it, but I actually drew this. This is like traditional art in a sketchbook. And remember how I mentioned I keep sketchbooks, and I've kept sketchbooks since I was like in middle school. This is buried somewhere in my parents' house. So
I will realize he has no feet.
They're covered by his pants. They're covered because I probably didn't know how to draw feet and didn't want to deal with it. Anyway, moving on.
The newer version of like the Rob Liefeld trope of hiding your feet. Just like make super baggy pants.
I can draw shoes, but I actually think back when I could draw shoes fine, but I actually had a lot of trouble drawing bare feet back then. So I actually think this was a crutch. I couldn't do it. So I was like, let me just cover it. So here's the girl version. I don't think I colored her, but here's the girl version of it. Yeah. So those are fun to do.
Nice.
Yeah, here's some fantasy chick. Oh yeah, some fantasy dude.
Wait,
yeah,
these were commissions? You did these for like a game or something?
No, just for fun. For fun. Yeah. Some of them I made up stories for, but I don't it didn't really turn out to be anything. I just wanted to draw something that looked cool. Yeah. Yep. It's like demon drawing. I think what year was all this? This is all from around like senior year of high school to freshman year of college, around that time, give or take. So, yeah. Yeah, I think my anatomy has been fine. It's been decently good for a long time, but and detail, but definitely I had to work on my perspective, and that's what I improved on after college. Oh yeah, here's some vehicles. This was back when I was into sci-fi shit, and I really love Ghost in the Shell, so I designed some sci-fi vehicles.
Wow.
Yay! There's some more shit. Oh, I don't even remember drawing this. Holy fuck! Look at those logos. Where'd those come from?
Arms and stuff. Oh my God.
I have no idea what those are from. What was I drawing? I have no idea. Oh, I think I know what that was from. So I was working for a translation agency over the summer, and the guy, it was in Taiwan, and I was translating Chinese like papers and like college dissertations and shit into English, and the owner found out I could draw, so he's like, "Why don't you draw a logo for me?" And he was this like American guy who's really proud of his like Scottish heritage, and he had like a Scottish coat of arms from his family. So he gave me all these elements, and he's like, "Can you make me a logo for my company that's based on my family coat of arms?" So that's what that was for. That was fun.
Yeah,
I don't even know if he. Yeah.
I did some stuff for like the companies and stuff that I worked for. People I worked for, just they happen to realize, oh, you can draw. Can you like design something? You know, did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that happens. Well, that's why like the cafe menu from before, that was also, well, those are actually really good friends of mine from Taiwan. I still talk to them. But they opened a cafe for a while, and I did that menu for them. But yeah, so yeah, that's what happens when you're the art kid. People are like, "Can you draw my thing? Can you draw my logo? Oh my god, draw my logo." Yeah. Listen, Yvonne, I know it sucked. You don't have to tell me. Thank you for the critique. Oh, Danger Vanessa, thank you. Thank you. It's much appreciated. Any help is appreciated. It's shit sucks right now, but I'll get over it. Yeah. I will write a lot of bitchy reviews for my home warranty website, and I might give them a couple, or maybe about a dozen angry drunken calls over the next week, and then I'll get over it. Right. Yeah, because that's what I do. It doesn't seem to be anything else I can do about it, because this is bullshit. But, you know, you live and learn, and I'll just scream really loud for a while and make their lives hell, and tell other people to never buy products from them. That's my plan. Have I drawn a lot of dragons? Not really. I've drawn a few. Yeah, it's weird. I think like dragons and monsters haven't really been like a thing I drew, but on and off I would occasionally. Oh no. So there you go. I don't know why this is on my DeviantArt. I think it was a profile pic. It's okay. I think the accumulation of tonight. This stream. There you go. This is, do you know those like portrait picture, like little booths, those picture booths?
Yeah. I love this.
And awesome. Leave me alone. Okay, I was like 19. I was like 18 or 19. I was back home for summer vacation from college. This is in Taiwan, and I was like a little shitty, cringy emo kid. Okay, leave me alone. But anyways, so
nobody has said anything, and you just like already said like, leave me alone.
It's so bad though. Well,
right? People like those boots. I read, like, leave me alone. I don't like things.
I'm embarrassed for myself, but listen, this is the level of transparency I am providing for my backers. I'm willing to embarrass myself if it gives people entertainment, okay? Because I am committed to entertaining you guys. Anyways, so
I don't find this embarrassing. I think this is cute.
Oh my god, it's okay. I'm glad you think so. So it's those like in Taiwan around that time, they had these like photo machines where they're not like the ones where you take like a photo for your license or something and you just print it out. You do print them out, but you go into
about that being on your driver's license.
No, they're not though. It's like they have those at like the metro stations in Taipei. But in like sort of like the night markets and like the shopping areas and next to movie theaters, they would have these, which are very different. And obviously they would be bigger, and you can step in with all your friends, take a picture, and add like a background or add like a little element. This is before like everybody knew how to use Photoshop, right? This is like 2008 or something. So you could just like step into these photo groups with your friends, photo booths with your friends, and like add like weird little sparkles and make your skin look better. And this was like TikTok before you had TikTok, basically, like skin filters and like add little like cute stickers and stuff, and then you can print it out. And I still have the printouts from it, but yeah. So this was when I was on the left. You can see it was like there's more people in one of the pictures on like the top left over there. But this is the one picture that was just me. So I uploaded it because it was my profile picture on DeviantArt for a while. Anyhow, so yeah. That's what that was.
All right.
Moving on. There you go. That's for me when I was 19. Look, I haven't changed it out. I look exactly the same. Okay. There you go. More shit. Oh no. Holy shit, Yvonne!
What up, everyone? I couldn't miss this. I mean,
this is such a disaster.
sorry.
Welcome.
Thank you. I wanted to.
He's apologizing for being here.
Why are you apologizing? Right. Well, I'm glad you can join. Right. Apologize for being late. That's right. Apologize. Oh, I'm glad you like that one. I don't even know where that original is. I gave it to my grandma, and then my aunt probably has it because she passed away and my aunt inherited all her shit. Stretch goal. What do you want? What do you guys want for a volume 2 stretch goal? Tell me right now. Well, I can't
Original
say no.
art from that era.
What? I can't provide that. I don't have my old art with me. It's in Taiwan. I would sell it if I had access to it, though. I really would. Yeah. So Yvonne, I'm glad you're joining. I've seen you in the chat, so I assume you know that we're looking at my old cringy art. Yes, this is that chick that's colored. Yeah, so I colored this as well. That fantasy chick. And I forgot I did that.
Man, those backgrounds that you make are really detailed for someone of that age at that time.
Right.
Thanks, I like backgrounds. I did.
Honestly, I think it's really unusual. I think you're a pretty weird kid in that sense. From what I remember, all kids who were into art, none of us had any patience for this stuff, and you were like the one weird kid who actually had the patience for detail and background.
Yeah, that is true. Most of us were focused on either drawing anatomy or drawing creatures or just trying to not suck at it. But
you're trying to avoid backgrounds at all costs.
No, well, I've always been patient, and there's other aspects that I've had to work on, but I have always been a very patient person. That's why. So, but reading Blame also helped. I really got into Blame, and just like reading that manga when I realized that backgrounds could be so awesome, and they weren't just like a pain that you had to deal with, like a thing in the background of your characters. I realized that backgrounds are part of the world and part of the environment. And if you learn how to do it right, it has character and it has life, and it's like a character of its own. And because if you guys don't know, Blame is a manga by Tsutomu Nihei. I mentioned it before, and it's Tsutomu Nihei was an architect who became a mangaka. And his early work, one of his earliest comic series was Blame, Blame, and it's usually typed with like an exclamation mark at the end. And it's like a far, far futuristic science fiction manga. And his figures look like shit. Figures look like shit, but the environments are just all encompassing. And most of the comic is just this guy walking through these like giant futuristic landscapes of like these inverted cities and giant like sewer pipes and with like cities built within it. And it's so inventive and so it's so captivating. And there's very little dialogue, but I just fell into the world, and that's when I realized environments could be awesome. If you haven't read that, you should read it.
I didn't have that realization about backgrounds until like college.
Yeah,
well,
after
that's
college,
most
actually.
people though. Yeah, that's
Remember
normal
that mine
because
was entirely focused on graphic design, and very few classes were dedicated towards perspective or even live drawing. I mean, the ones that were focused on that, it was like four. I'm about to say like 5 or 6, and that's very little.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's common though. I think like because backgrounds it's a pain to learn how to do it. It's really time consuming, and you have to be very patient. And also, if you don't know perspective, it's really hard. So especially for like young artists, it's just easier to draw people because like as humans, we're naturally interested in drawing people or monsters or in creatures, right? So that's totally understandable. But yeah, it's not a problem as long as you eventually learn it. Like I don't think backgrounds are hard. It's really just gridding up and following a grid and being patient as fuck. So if anybody out there is afraid of doing backgrounds, I encourage you to not to be, because they're a lot of fun once you cross that initial hurdle. Oh, the photo, you want that to be a reward for?
Yeah,
why would I?
What?
Super chats? What? Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Chat demands the late teen Irene.
The chat demands that late teen Irene scream as a trading card. No!
That's gonna be her self-insert in the comic.
Oh, you know what? If the backers ask for it, I will deliver. Thank you, Danger Vanessa. Thank you so much. You super chatted it. It's gonna happen. I'll figure out a way. Maybe I'll just have. What do I want to print it in the book? Like as like the last page. I want as like artist profile.
Yeah, about the author.
Like artist profile.
Focus on you when you do that. So
yeah, I know. I don't want to make it a trading card. That would be well for like people who didn't see the stream. They would be like, "What the fuck is that?"
You know what? It kind of made me think of for anybody. I think Ivan, did you ever go for like the Pokemon trading cards game?
no, I only had money for a few
I was gonna say,
magic decks, and it got expensive.
Because like I remember like actually getting like some random in joke. It made me think about the Imakumi card, which is just like this weird Japanese comedian that for some reason was just tied to the Game Freak group, and he just had like weird cards that were just like detrimental to you when you play them, and the whole deal was just that they're just some kind of weird in joke, and it's just a picture of him just acting weird on the card.
Let me Google that because I have no knowledge of this.
I have no idea what you're talking about either.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just like it was an official trading card of a comedian called Imakumi, but just like really like Pokemon and stuff, and he just made like really shitty cards with his face on them, and you could just
it really looks like Japanese TV comedy, and I'm seeing this cards at the moment.
Yeah,
this is weird.
The same thing. Oh, they'll go solo for $10. Thank you. It says make it a holographic variant. Oh no! Oh. self-indulgent. Just a picture of me when I was a fucking kid.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm not wanting it, I guess.
Like,
like, who
flash
would want that
forward.
though?
You flash forward to like the production. Irene's like, I'm sorry guys, you know, the printer is just, I don't want any more printing problems. They just can't do it.
No. I mean, I'm not gonna do that. I don't know. What do I do? It's just
That could be a solution about the artist. Yeah.
why? Just I super cheated. I cheated. I super cheated. You cheated? Did you cheat? Why did you cheat? Make it happen. Well, since Now Go Solo has super chatted me $20 so far to make it happen, I guess I'm gonna have to make it happen, you guys. And Danger Vanessa also chatted me $5, not $50. So I guess it's gonna happen. You guys are gonna get a weird random holo trading card of my old
It's gonna be like
picture.
a Finding Waldo over the comic. Find the screaming little kid.
No, it's well, okay. Either I will put it in all seriousness, because this is hilarious, and if people think it's funny, why not? Why not? Let's have a little bit of humor. I could put it as like a like the about the author page or some shit, or I feel like a trading card is a little much, but I can definitely do that.
Author page.
What?
A holographic about the author.
Right, I don't know about holographic, but well, I can make it like maybe I can look into it. My Pathfinder stats. Shit, shit scores on everything. Shit everything except for like a special ability to be loud as fuck. A sonic attack. I have a sonic attack, and everything else is shit. It's my strength is shit. My dex is shit. My wisdom is shit. I'm dumb as fuck, but I have a sonic attack, and that's all I can do.
Irene. She says this. She says this, but we actually found online this like survey that you can take that, like, you know, to the best of its ability.
You tell people about this. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All right. So yeah, I mean, she's dissing herself right now, but we found a while ago a survey or a test that you can take online that like will tell you your D&D stats and your race and in class and all that stuff. And so Irene took that. Yes.
Yeah, and it's all about you grading yourself according to your own self-confidence, honestly.
Yeah, we did we all took it at the time. I don't think Yvonne wasn't with us at the time, but when we
not at the time, but I did it later. But
yeah.
I don't remember the stats at all. I have to search for that file.
Frankly, I remember being pretty bored because like almost everybody was human. I think like even somehow Nick was human, which
yeah, that was a bummer.
I'm still baffled by that one. Yeah, that was fun. I was a gnome. Irene was a half elf. If I remember correctly, Irene was a half elf sorcerer.
Like a fire sorcerer or something.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that like the test we were taking didn't go that specific. It's just that like Nick kind of took those survey results and kind of ran with them and made builds out of them and all that stuff. So he put archetypes on them and all that stuff. But
got it.
Yeah, I don't remember her alignment. Probably lawful neutral.
Lawful.
Well, yeah, I think so. Was it?
I don't remember. I wouldn't have thought that she would actually be neutral. Or
true neutral? She might have been true neutral. I don't think she was chaotic.
I don't think she was lawful at all.
I was lawful neutral. Gnome. I had really low stats. I think it's more. I think the height of your stats on that survey is more of a test of your self-esteem, because if you're like, no, I'm not good at this, then you'll get lower stats. I was a bard, and Nick got. You were human, unfortunately, You were also lawful neutral, which was also kind of.
No, I think I actually got chaotic.
You were, yeah, that's right. You were chaotic neutral, and I thought that was baffling. I don't think he was chaotic. And you were a
Make
monk.
chaotic neutral? That's weird.
What are you talking about? I'm the most lawful of lawful people ever. I have no idea what you would
Does
think.
anybody
I'm
have the
not.
stats at this moment?
I'm offended, but yeah. So I do remember I was a half elk elf, not elk, sorcerer.
Elk.
Yes, I've had a little bit of drink. I'm half elf sorcerer, and yeah, that was I think I was neutral, like true neutral or some shit. That was fun.
It's been ages, Yvonne. Do you remember what you got?
I remember that I had a roguish character. Nick always teases me a little bit about that. Roguish
Let's
character.
continue. Some more.
But I don't remember the alignment as such. I don't remember where I put that in the files, honestly, at the moment.
Oh yeah, here's some more
I
random
know-
shit I did in college for no reason. That was fun.
Is
There you
he
go, more shit.
lawful or chaotic?
Probably chaotic.
Is he?
Oh, hey, story time.
Yeah,
The icon.
he gets
This belongs in a museum.
Okay, hold on. Do we have any Latinos in the chat?
¿Dónde está mi gente?
Probably. I thought El Padrino was there before, and he knows about this, but I think he
Yeah.
he left a while ago. Yeah. So
Before
anyhow,
college, before DeviantArt.
it was.
like,
This was. Do you see right here? Hold on. I can zoom in. Okay. Open image, a new tab.
Well, wasn't
let's
be
take a look.
surprised if folks don't know this story by now. It's such a big story, but
Look at this. 2006. I have evidence. This is on
the
my old
original.
DeviantArt account.
oh yeah, okay.
What?
Engine of Rebellion.
Yeah. Well, that's my. I know, very cringy. I was like 14 when I made this account. Please leave me alone. Shut up, Yvonne. Oh my god, this was a terrible idea. Oh, why did that? I've exposed myself.
That's cute.
It's not cute. Not cute. Good. Fear me. I was an emo rebellious teenager, okay?
Look at the
Leave me
rebelliousness in this picture.
Leave me alone. It was just a username. Holy shit, you guys are so mean. Oh, Dago Solo, thank you so much for $10. Says an audio comic.
Fiendish, the
Render
audio.
your gingerbread barbarian voice. Oh my god. I don't know if you want that. That would be terrifying.
Which
would-
audiobook?
I assume he's talking
audio
about. I assume
Fiendish?
he's talking about like Fiendish, yeah.
I
You
would
know
love
what?
that.
I would do an audio comic, but I feel like if I do it, I want to do it the right way. Like actually do all the voices and do a proper reading, not just in the gingerbread man voice. But maybe I don't know if Fiendish chick gets to some crazy shit like $100,000, I'll be like, yeah, only for I don't know channel members. I'll do the special reading, the whole comic in the gingerbread man voice, and only you get it, just for you. But we'll see. We're
That's
never
a
gonna
pretty
get
high
there.
unlockable, but that'll be funny.
I know. Yeah, we're never gonna get there. But dude, if I do ever get there, I promise you, I will do a reading of the whole comic in a gingerbread man voice. Okay, and if I don't, remind me. I will do. It'll be like this. Oh no! What is this demon? Oh, the demon is ripping my arm off. Oh, the whole comic.
All the
Love
sound
it.
effects too.
You'll love it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Since you-
Whoa, heck,
Since the sound effects are in the Narsa, I think that
Yeah, you'll
would
have
be
to
very
do all the Ninarsa.
unlikely.
Oh yeah, I mean I can do that. I can read it in Narsa. Do both. Holy shit. I will. I promise you, if I do get that much for Fiendish 2, I will definitely do that. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, guys. This stream is such a fucking disaster. I should not have dreamed this. I shouldn't have drank this much. Oh yeah, here's a cover for this art book back in Savannah. They're doing like a. It was like we had an anime club, and a bunch of the kids were into anime. We're like, ooh, let's put together an anime style art book. And there was a competition to do the cover, and I lost to this other chick who's a really well-known and successful illustrator right now named Tran Nguyen. And I think it's what's that Vietnamese name? That's Ngyu. I think it's Nguyen. I actually think it's no. I actually think I heard this somewhere. Because it's also a sound. No, I think it's Gun. Someone who is Vietnamese will comment eventually on the stream. Tell me if I'm right, but I think it's Gun. Right. But anyways, that's her name. And check her out. She's awesome. She's so sweet. I went to college with her. She was an illustration major. She's very good. She's like very well known. Huge following on Instagram. And she worked for Archer for a while. What?
Can you spell her name and put it in the chat or something?
Yes.
Or her socials. Her IG.
There you go. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Let's not do that. Bad idea. There you go. Yeah, Tren.
Oh,
I don't know how to pronounce Tren. Tren One or something. I'm probably saying it wrong. I'm so sorry, Tren. But we all call her Tren. Anyway, she's a sweetheart. She's awesome. She's a really good artist. Everybody go follow her on Instagram. But yeah, I lost this competition to her back in like freshman year of college. It was fun.
Yeah.
Wasn't that fun? Yeah,
She's
going way
amazing.
back. She's amazing.
Wow.
She's real.
I already follow with her.
Yeah. I would assume you do. Just like fantasy book covers and shit. She's really fucking good. It's insane. Yeah. So there's a bit of pressure and guilt for, not being as good as someone else I went to college with. It's great. I think that's it. That's all the shit I have on my old account, you guys. Oh, wait, hold on. There's this one. So this is cool. This is a stained glass piece I did over summer camp.
Wow.
Yeah, this is fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, I went to summer
That's
camp
nice
and like it was a lot of fun. So I went to summer camp in Baltimore, somewhere up in the like bumfuck nowhere in the mountains of Baltimore, and it was like so high up in the mountains that it snowed in summer. It was weird. It's the first time I saw snow in my life in the summer in Baltimore, or not Baltimore. I'm sorry. I had way too much to drink. It was Massachusetts because I was thinking Maryland. Because I also did a summer camp in Baltimore when I was 13, but I did another one when I was 15 in Massachusetts. So it was near Boston and up in the fucking mountains because it's up in the Northeast. But it was like an art camp, and it was a hell of a lot of fun. It was like one of those. This is what I was talking about. It was a high school that was like a private high school that had different majors for kids even in high school, and they had an art department for high school kids. So for the summer camp, you can apply, and if you got in, like you could just take their course over the summer that the kids usually got. And I took the art course, and it was so good. And it made me so mad that I didn't get to take this growing up because we don't have anything like that in Taiwan. Also, my parents aren't rich. So
I guess I'll put myself in that same boat. I only had what the school provided.
Yeah.
Really great.
Yeah, I mean, we had art class, but it was like bullshit art class. It was like the most half-assed thing. And then in high school, actually, my school just dropped art entirely. I had art training, but it was like outside of school, and we actually like myself and a handful, literally like 5 other students in the whole school who actually wanted to do art. We like petitioned the school. We like fought for having an art class as a senior elective. And that's the only reason our grade specifically had art as a senior elective, because the school just didn't care about art. I did not go to a school that gave a shit about art. It was a school in like the Silicon Valley area of Taiwan. And it was all like a lot of tech stuff, and everybody wanted to go into tech or engineering or business. So really didn't care about that stuff. Yeah. Oh, some photography stuff. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now that I thoroughly embarrassed myself on here.
Are we done? Okay.
Yeah. What else do you want to see?
Is that cloud at the bottom?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
You're right.
I thought it was funny when I was like 15. He can't figure out how to put together his sword. Ha ha ha, so funny. Anyways. Peak humor. I was really into Final Fantasy back then. It was so pretty. I loved it. But yeah. That's all you guys are getting. I would reveal more, but I don't have my old sketchbooks with me. They're all back in Taiwan right now. Yep.
Man, but so far, geez.
Those are lies, but
15, 16-year-old, you kick ass.
That was better. That's better than average, but I don't know. I had a lot to learn. Yeah. My name is Tran. That's her Instagram. There you go, everybody. Go follow her. She's great. Yeah. Well, she's really good. That's why she beat me. Well, she probably wouldn't have beat me if it was a comic contest, but this is why I didn't go into illustration, because I realized very early on there are a lot of people better than me in illustration. But for comics, it's different. I'm much better at comics. But yeah. Also, she's like a fucking prodigy. She's so fucking good.
she's really good.
Yeah.
She has like a magic card in her portfolio or something.
Right. Well, I think she was a couple of years before me, so there you go. At least she's a little older than me. But even for college, she was pro level for college.
Yeah.
John, I'm glad you don't think this is embarrassing. I'm just glad that FF saw androgynous males didn't dominate your artwork. Well, no. I mean, I like pretty things, but not like... I don't know, I like a mix between like pretty and gritty, right? So, yeah, I never liked drawing like that. It's weird.
Yeah, she has like 4 cards in Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, she does a lot of work for really big companies. Aviator said dated a Korean. I can't read Korean, so I have no fucking idea what that said. Well, she was probably just going by Catherine so Americans can pronounce her name more. So my Chinese name is not Irene. I have a whole separate name in Chinese that nobody here is going to pronounce correctly. But I actually have 2 legal names. So Irene is not a fake name. That's the name on my American passport, but I also have a Taiwanese passport that has a different name.
Okay, but that is weird because they don't include both sets of names, just one.
Yeah, well, why would they? Like the languages are so different, the names don't translate.
Okay, so they don't have any problem with that. Yeah.
Why would they have a problem with that? I have 2 names.
It's because that's the weird thing.
I guess that's weird. A lot of dual citizens have that, though. It's actually a pretty common thing. Well, dual citizens from countries with very different linguistic backgrounds is rather rare, but it is for people with dual citizenship. It does happen because like there are different rules for different ID documents and passports for different countries, and sometimes like you have to have your name a certain way, and in like Taiwan, you can't just name yourself. Your name can't be like 10 characters long. There's like a naming convention that's like strictly imposed, like 2 to 4 character names, I think. Like you can't just name yourself, I don't know, Green Dragonborn or some shit. Ken Green Dragonborn doesn't work. There's a naming convention. What is it? Shi Anrui.
Right?
No. Let's move on. No, it's not. The last character is really hard. It's this Chinese sound that's it's hard as I guess it's hard for foreigners to pronounce it. It's this z, but you have to curl your tongue at the same time. Rui. It's the same, like the character for sun, or the word for sun, like the solar sun, is zhi. So, and like I noticed like the z, zhi, zhi sounds in Chinese are like impossible for foreigners to pronounce. But also, I think because pinyin and like the romanization is not very clear. So, for example, like the way people pronounce Xi Jinping is always wrong. It's Xi Jinping, not Xi. But I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but like my name is Shi An Rui. And it's hard. It's like it's specific. It's like especially it's like more, higher than average level like difficulty. So it's fine. It's fine. I have an English name. You don't have to actually learn to pronounce it. So I do. No, I have a real name too, and I go by
A real name too.
I have two real names. Yeah. So anyways. Feng Shui, yeah. I should look into Feng Shui. That's probably why my luck is so bad. I need to improve the Feng Shui on my property. I'm at that point. I'm like, I need to like have some water fountains. I need to put some mirrors around my house because I'm fucking cursed. This fucking house has cursed me. It's so bad.
Man.
Oh, seriously, I was looking at Feng Shui stuff just because it's like I know quite a bit about well, not so much about Feng Shui, but more about like Chinese fortune telling, just for fun. Like I don't really follow that stuff, but I was thinking the other day, maybe I'm at the point where I need to like just, maybe if I put a water fountain in this corner, well, and then let's see if it helps me because I'm kind of desperate. I've had so much fuckery that I had to deal with, like. Who knows? Whatever. Maybe if superstition helps me, then why not? I don't care. I'm at the end of my ropes. Everybody is fucking me over. It's not Jew. Holy shit. Okay, anyhow. I think that was quite an adventurous stream, you guys. It's not Jew Aviator, even though I am Jewish. How dare you? It's shi, like stone. Shi. And you can pronounce it in. Oh, that was good. You can pronounce it in Japanese too because of the kanji. But yeah. So anyhow, Yvonne's never gonna give it. He's gonna keep on like messaging me. He'll be like, I'm gonna try to pronounce this. But the stream went all the fuck over the place. But long story short, a lot of shit has been going on, and I'm about to lose my fucking mind because people are trying to fuck me over with this house stuff, and I'm really not happy. But in good news, Fiendish Chapter 1, it looks like we're going to be printing soon. Okay. So for anyone who came in late, who didn't see the initial announcement, I was originally going to go with 100-pound paper, but the printers apparently are just not getting any of that paper in. And I know it's been 3 months, and I am so sorry you guys have to wait that long. But I have also been waiting that long. We finished the work, both Nick and myself, in like November. So it's been really fucking frustrating for us as well. But they told us that they have 70-pound paper, not 100-pound. So it's not quite as thick as what I wanted, but 70-pound is actually just normal comic book paper. And that's the average paper you'll get. It's like if you buy a Marvel or DC comic. So I've told them that, cool, since you have enough of that for my book, let's go ahead and print. And today was spent, I readjusted the spine of the book because it'll be slightly thinner. I sent them the new spine for the book. They're going to show me a digital proof of the cover tomorrow to make sure everything lines up. And fingers crossed, if that is approved, we should be printing. If that is approved and they do have the paper, like they said, we should be printing tomorrow. And I will keep everyone updated. I will post an update on Indiegogo and everywhere else because I will be over the moon if we're finally fucking printing. Holy shit. I've been waiting so long for this. It's been horrible, but that's what's going on. Did I yell at them? I actually didn't. Like, I typed up a really angry email when I was like really drunk last night, but then I was like, I need to like wait until I'm sober. And like, unfortunately, I actually had the self-reflection to realize I should wait until. So what happened this morning was I emailed them kind of just like really salty, like it's been a long time. And I heard other people had their books printed too. And I guess it's because they were digital printing, but still, like, yeah, it's been like 3 months. Yeah. So it was just like, it was salty and very like barely veiled anger, right? But at the same time, what I did realize was it doesn't seem like they were lying about the paper shortage. It seems like they really don't have the paper. What is going on is the paper that is designated for offset printing is different from the paper that they use for digital printing. So people who have smaller print runs who print their books digitally have their books move faster. So even though I handed off my print files sooner, the people who went with like small print runs and who had digital printing got their books sooner because they're only printing like 400 books, but I was printing over 1,000. So like once I understood it, I'm still not happy because I feel like I should be a priority because I paid you sooner. But if you don't have the paper, you don't have the paper. Yeah. So they did say they have 70-pound paper where I told them to move ahead with that. And we should know tomorrow if everything lines up and if we're going to print. And I want us to go to print. I really hope I will have good news for you. I really hope so. And I think I will. I'm so excited. I've been waiting so long because once this book is printed, I'll go pick them up, ship them, and then we're finally going to be at launch chapter 2. It'll be great. Oh my God.
Yeah, the Florida arc. It's still in Florida, right?
Yeah, they're in Florida. Yeah. So I'll just drive down and pick them up. No, it'll be fun. Whew. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. Finally be done with this. Holy shit. 15-minute stream recap. Dan, you just hopped in at the end. Why? Okay, so I was updating people on Fiendish, and then we did some drawing for like 10 minutes, and then we started looking at my old DeviantArt shit. So there you go.
So a lot of revealing stuff.
What?
A lot of revealing stuff just in that moment.
Riveting?
Revealing.
Revealing? Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So we were looking at my cringe old shit from high school. If you want to look at my old cringy art, then yeah, feel free to go to my DeviantArt. So, anyhow, alternate what I just notified that you're on. Oh, you just got notified that I'm streaming? Oh my gosh, I'm about to end the stream. Yeah, because it's almost midnight. That sucks, man. I'm glad you caught us at the end though. But I hope you caught that update I had for Fiendish that we're going with different paper stock. The cover will still look exactly how I wanted it to. The cover will still be 110-pound cardstock with matte lamination and spot gloss. So the cover will look exactly how I want it, and that was really important to me. But the interiors will be different cover stock, but I think it'll be fine. It's not going to damage the quality or anything because I did test prints on gloss paper and it looked totally fine. It just, ideally, I like matte paper more, but it's not a big deal. And also, we need to get these books moving. I might do a second chance campaign if I need to order more books to go with like a future chapter. Right now, I need to get these books to you guys. So, good news. They should be moving soon. I'll keep you updated. So keep an eye on the Indiegogo. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Vanessa. Oh my God, I should delete this stream. Oh, that was terrible. All right, anyhow. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me today on this disaster of a stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys can find me at Rini Drops and hit like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and join as a member if you would like to see some behind the scenes stuff about Fiendish. I post behind the scenes stuff and rough work for Fiendish on my members. Like members only posts, and also on Patreon. And also, yeah, make sure to subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Instagram and everywhere else. I'm Rini Draws everywhere. Yeah. And AC and Nick.
Oh, hello. It's me, AC. You can find me at AC Zamudio on Twitter, and my Instagram handle is a.c.zamudio.
And for me, you can find me online. I was just looking for Ink Imp, and more easily at inkimpcontact@gmail.com.
Yvonne, who came in the last 10 minutes.
Sorry. All right. You can find me on Instagram on Hexed Savage, just like here, and on ArtStation by the same name.
Cool. Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining me today.
Good to
Kind
see
of
you all.
right, kind of like a more chaotic stream. But next week I should be doing a proper drawing stream again. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Everyone.